it, dickhead.
Hello and welcome to the Grumpy Old Man Penitentiary. The Grumpy Old Man Wrestling Podcast here on RTC Multimedia. Rick Crabb here in the studio with, as usual, Chris Bilito. And
Hi from the back.
Yep. And we have a guest, a friend and longtime wrestling fan as well, John Lowry. John, thanks for joining us.
No problem.
And speaking of the penitentiary...
Open up a cold one.
Yeah. The subject of our first story opened up several, according to police reports.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Jimmy Uso, once again, popped for DUI.
Is this his third or fourth? That's what I'm
I think it's his third. This one was, I think, this was in Florida. And this was, I think, on Monday night after Raw.
It was in Pensacola.
Yep. And the previous one, I think, was that the one in Detroit where Naomi was driving and she got him lost?
They were both fucked up, and
he
tried to fight the cops.
Yeah. Apparently, the upper management in WWE were upset about this, and they had to rewrite SmackDown because, from what I read, they recorded it right after they did Raw, didn't they?
Yes, and I heard Jimmy Uso is backstage today.
Hmm.
So I don't know what's going on.
Right.
That's the first. Well, for what WrestleMania says, this is not bad luck. This is a behavioral problem. What do you think?
I think he'd be looking at the lights if he's in the ring.
Right. Well, as you said, Chris, it's gotten to the point where it's like enablement. And you've had other issues. You have these people, not just in wrestling, but professional athletes. They make enough that they can hire someone to drive them from the hotel or whatever.
Yeah.
You hear about this in football and basketball, baseball all the time. You've heard about it with here. You probably remember about a month ago with Dark Side of the Ring with Grizzly Smith. How Sam Houston all used to get in trouble for drinking, but Grizzly Smith kept bailing him out.
Yep.
And then finally
he was hepatitis.
Right. And the timing couldn't be worse, because, they, as well as other companies, are breaking out of the pandemic and starting to tour again.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a week before WWE starts. AEW has already started. We're going to another company ourselves tomorrow night in Philadelphia. We're taping this Friday, July 9th, by the way.
Yes.
Right
before SmackDown, where we're going to find out what the other big story that broke today about Bayley and Jimmy Uso. We're going to find out what they're going to do with Jimmy Uso and how. We'll talk about Bayley in a sec.
All right. Well, I don't know. What else do you want to talk about that, though? It's just...
Well, the thing is, if they do fire Jimmy, you know who they're going to take it out on. They're going to take it out on Naomi. I was at her house. How many times did they put Lana through a table? 8, 9 weeks in a row?
I know.
And what'd you say? It's like she's eating wood all the damn time? But what's your take on it? What's your take?
Well, your husband's not here, so here's some wood.
Yes. They're going to take it out of Naomi, and she's going to be on chopping block soon then.
Yeah.
Or the brother.
Yeah.
Or Jay?
Well, they did with Owen Hart when the Hart family left after Montreal.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's interesting because storyline, you haven't seen Chase because supposedly he's
hurt.
No, he had that story in the storyline. He's upset with both of them trying to, sway him. He's like, I'm done with both y'all,
Mm-hmm.
So we'll probably hear about him getting drunk next week. So I don't know.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see what happens tonight. It's going to be a very interesting night, to say the least. It's going to be probably the most interesting we've seen the WWE in a long time because it's real issues.
Yeah.
You agree, John?
Other than this now, I've been working a lot.
Yeah.
I have better things to watch.
Well, even you said the major gripe you had about Monday Night Raw is those opening promos.
Yeah, the microphone matches, the interviews. I'll probably see more
Talking?
Right. Than slamming.
Because I did a count on matches per show.
Should be WCE, World Chetton Entertainment.
Well, I did a count on the shows, and that's including all the 2-hour shows, include AEW and Impact. Average are 5 matches per show. That's including the 3-hour show of Raw. Which we should have like 2 more on top of that. When you think about that, right?
Although there is a difference. AEW's matches are a lot longer than the ones on Raw and SmackDown.
Well, I'll even say this: AEW is doing things right. What was the first thing we saw Wednesday night? We saw Cody versus QT in that strap match. We didn't see a 20-minute talking segment.
Right.
AEW so good it disappoints me. It's like,
Yeah, really?
that deserved 3 hours, not Raw. I would gladly DVR some AEW just so I can watch it at work.
Damn.
Right.
Raw, on the other hand, is a cure for insomnia.
How many times have you tried, when I'm at your house watching it, you're fighting sleep?
And then as soon as I lay down, I'm like, just kidding.
Because what are the big things in Raw you hate? They like some less bullshit? Is it
Or as we refer to and probably print on the t-shirts, the spooky bullshit.
spooky bullshit? The Reggie thing with Nia Jax. By the way, we'll get to the Raw review about who is the heel between Charlotte and Rhea.
I don't know anymore.
Yeah.
They're just like wondering, you know what? Let's see who gets over.
Well, even you said it, and you said it too. Lazy booking. It's lazy booking. I think they're in a holding pattern until the crowds come back.
Well, actually, lazy booking maybe is not that bad. You know,
Schizophrenic at times?
no, it's like you just let the talent be them, like carry the story the way they need to, and let the fans react. Like, okay, apparently they don't like your ass, so be an asshole next week.
Because apparently Cena was supposed to be on SmackDown when the crowds come back next week. Now there's a conflict because he's starting to film a movie around time of SummerSlam.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't know where to get him. And now the Brock Lesnar thing may fall through too, so we might not get Brock. Because everyone wants to see that Lashley-Lesnar match.
Right. Well, it's probably a money issue, and plus, he probably wants to stay in Canada and hunt anyway.
Yeah, because he's a good old boy to begin with.
Going to Canada with American currency, smart man.
Yeah, been there, done that. But,
Pretty smart for a blonde.
Oh, damn.
That also
Him and
includes
his wife.
Him and his wife, yeah. Well, what was the, and the other big breaking news today was Bayley.
Yeah, you had to say breaking. Good job, Chris.
Yeah. Well,
ACL put her in 3 trimesters. Well,
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
9 months, that's what the thing said.
Well, that was the speculation on Twitter, too. I was reading Twitter. Everybody's like saying she's pregnant, she's pregnant, she's pregnant, she's pregnant. They're going to use an injury angle because she's a heel. Really? Really? What? Who's that Marine chick? Lacey Evans?
Yeah.
She was pregnant. She's a heel.
Uh,
I actually believe.
So what Mark fucked her, we all know Mark's love them heels.
Yeah. Oh, goddamn. But I went to PW Insider. Mike Johnson's confirming it's the ACL. Uncle Dave on the Observer's confirming it's an ACL. It's basically an ACL tear. And if you know anything about ACL tears, it's a 9 months to a year. So she'll probably miss Mania too.
right.
Because the first time I ever heard of ACL tears, remember when Sting tore his in '90?
Right.
It was him just climbing a cage. And he was out from January till, July, Great American Bash.
Mm.
That's when we had RoboCop
No.
show up and El Gigante.
Capital, yeah, it wasn't too far from here. Capital Combat at the DC Armory.
Yep. But everybody's speculating what is going to be Bianca's opponent in the I Quit match now. Who do you think it's going to be? Is it going to be the obvious one with Sasha?
Sasha, I'm trying to think of what other heel win. Maybe Carmella, but I don't. That'd be
In an I Quit match?
It would be rushed. I mean, I wouldn't pass WWE to rush something at the last minute, especially if Mr. Burns gets involved.
And Smithers, Nick Khan.
Yeah.
Going back to Jimmy Uso real quick, somebody sent me a message. She's like, Jimmy, don't answer your phone with the last name of Khan, first name Nick. Or laryngitis.
Well, thankfully he didn't go Aleister Black when behind the wheel.
Oh, we'll talk about that in a little bit, because I want to talk about the falling flat of Andrade's opener debut. I thought it was a flat. I thought it was a bust.
A flat? What the?
I think it was a bust.
Okay.
But like I said, Bayley is I mean as a joke. It's a heartbreak right now.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to have surgery and proper rehab. She's going to be done for maybe till Mania.
Right.
I mean, she's going to miss big paydays. Who do you think's going to be the replacement? Do you think it's also going to be Sasha?
Wouldn't be surprised.
Or do you think it's going to be a call-up?
It's going to be like, I heard one of those against Bianca, right?
Yeah. Or do you think it's going to be a call-up? Mia's there.
Yeah.
Do you think it could be Mia just starting shit just right away, a hot shot?
Or Zelina Vega. Actually, now that you mention it, though, Sasha would make the most sense since she beat Sasha for the title, so it'd be like
And her and Bayley and Sasha are super close.
Yeah.
But, like I said, it's going to be interesting SmackDown tonight. That was the two big things. To see if we're going to see Jimmy Uso just job for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
And
With what, a microphone?
Yeah.
They got to have matches first.
Damn. The next thing I want to talk about, and I watched Power last night. And what you think
You saw
of
a
Power?
match?
3 matches, matter of fact. Is Serena Deeb turning heel?
Looks that way, yeah.
With Smiley Kylie?
Yep. And I think in the pay-per-view, Smiley Kylie, I mean, looked like she was starting to turn a little bit.
Well, you saw the pay-per-view I let you, yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, come think about it, it seemed like most of the NAA locker room, the females, most of them are heels. Of like,
Unless your name is Thunder Rosa.
That's because she's over. No, she's not a face. She's over. No offense. I love that. I love her to death. I can watch her till the cows come home. Really. She's just over. It's like she can pull a Steve Austin back when he was Stone Cold and still get a pop.
Okay, who's better, her or Britt Baker?
That's a tough one. Because they gel so well together. It's like,
Yeah.
it's a fight forever opinion. There you go.
Because the unsanctioned match put them both on the map.
Rosa, I think, is more technical. Britt Baker, I think, is better as far as a personality and a promo. So,
Yeah.
but and I think also too with the NWA and with Rosa, she's going to probably bring more women over. She's already
Mission
done that
Pro,
with
yeah.
Genocide. And, yeah.
Does she work with Mission Pro?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think she is like one of the bookers there. So I think it's.
Oh,
like,
Genocide is?
No,
Thunder Rosa.
no, it's under Rosa.
I'm talking about Genocide work Mission
Yeah.
Pro.
Mm-hmm.
She probably worked Shimmer, too.
I think she was partners with Rosa, and I think she feuded with her for a little bit too.
Yeah. But I watched what'd you think of the national title match? We had JTG
That was
versus Chris Masters.
Wait a minute, JTD's is back in the ring?
He's in NWA.
yeah, that was a good,
About
that was a
time.
good match. Yeah.
That boy got jacked. I mean,
Oh,
he looked
what's his ring name
jacked.
now?
Huh?
What's his ring name?
JTG.
Oh, he's still just that gangster still?
Jay the God. And he's dedicating all his matches to Shad.
The match was solid,
Don't blame
and
him.
I'll tell you what I also liked about it too, Chris. We were talking about Trevor Murdoch. I think he's improving week by week as far. Well, even though they're kind of like doing what MLW's doing tomorrow with us. They tape all their shows like a month's worth of it, but he's getting better with his promos. I mean, at first he came,
Well, here's the thing.
Old fashioned.
Yeah.
This is the thing I got from a good, reliable source from that person I was at a house last week. Nell, Sabian, G's, whatever you want to call him. He only did that batch of tapings. He's not coming back.
really.
The guy who came out with tires, the little black dude.
Yeah.
That's Sabian from CCW.
Oh, okay.
And they only had him for that batch of tapings.
Hmm.
They should have kept him. You think so? Because
I
Cheese
think
is
TNA
great.
should have kept him.
Cheese is fucking great.
No, anyone
Honestly,
who drops him is dropping the ball.
Yeah.
That was Dixie. That was Dixie.
I don't care. Well, then again, she dropped. That's not the only thing she dropped.
Damn.
Not the only balls he's dropped too, I'm sure. But anyway, no.
I wasn't trying to go there, but
Oh, damn.
I was trying to be nice, but
Yeah.
But,
Welcome to the show.
well, we let the language fly here. But I like what I saw. I like the Tyrus interview where who's the interview guy? The bald-headed guy looks like Kevin.
I forget his name.
Adam Pierce.
Yeah, I forget his name.
Let me describe it. Tyrus had his hand on top of the guy's head like a bowling ball.
Yeah. I like Tyrus as a heel. Austin Idol, I don't know. I think he's
Too 80s old school.
He's
You
wait a
think so?
minute. He's booked. I thought he was trained to school for NWA.
No, he's got Universal. What's that?
Universal Wrestling College.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought he was running to school. What's he doing on TV?
Well, remember they tape in bulk.
Ames managing Tyrus, but
Tyrus.
yeah, that's probably the reason why. It's because he's sponsoring it. He's sponsoring that whole,
Also, he's managing his student pet,
Yep.
Yeah.
or his pet student.
And like he says, he's feuding with the Pope. Would you like to see a Pope Tyrus match?
Hey, we already have one, right?
We're going to get one because
Yeah.
he's going to be the 7th title defense. Remember the Lucky 7? Was it the Lucky 7?
Lucky Seven, if he wins, he gets a shot at Aldis.
Would you like to see Pope against Aldis?
I like to see Pope with a broom. He's that good.
Yeah.
Damn, yeah.
And I like
Is he
Aldis
Ric
too.
Flair
So I
good?
think that would be a
He's
good
getting
match.
there.
Oh, Pope is almost Ric Flair good.
Yeah.
Well, then again, he's been around Flair when he was on Impact.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure he'd been student.
Was he?
Yeah.
Was he? Was Truth there when? No, was Pope? Oh yeah, Pope was
Truth
there.
was there. Yeah, Truth was there a long time ago.
Yeah, Truth was there with Pac-Man Jones.
Yeah, he had a good run.
Yeah.
I wasn't talking about the incident with the cops.
Damn. Damn. Go ahead and put the disclaimer out now.
We already did it at the beginning of the show. It's all good.
Doesn't reflect us in RGC Mania.
It's RGC Multimedia if you want to do that, but yeah.
Okay, Pratz.
Alright.
But I watched a good week of wrestling. I didn't watch Impact last night, but I did watch some stuff on YouTube. We're going to get a mystery opponent for Deanna Purrazzo for her Knockouts title because she says she's beaten them all. She has beaten them all. The 90-day no compete clause is up by Slammiversary. Who do you think it's going to be? Is it going to be Mickie James or Chelsea Green?
Could be either one of them.
Where's Chelsea at now?
Chelsea's counting the days on her Twitter account.
Well, where's she going? Impact? AEW?
Well, she's going to go wherever Matt Cardona is, and Matt came back last night.
Well, he's been all over the place. Here he is, here he goes.
Well, you want to talk about that?
Yeah, apparently he's been feuding with a Mr. Nick Gage, and
He has a death match with Nick Gage.
yeah.
Where Nick's going to sit, and I said, and I quote, Nick's been on video. I got the video on Facebook.
Of course he's going to go against Nick Gage. He needs to. Of course he's going to go against Nick Gage. He needs to break away from that Zack Ryder character as much as possible.
Woo woo woo.
Woo-woo.
So put some furniture in the ring might do the trick.
Furniture? Nick Gage says he's going to carve him the fuck up.
Oh man.
And Nick Gage is a man of his word.
Well,
Look what he did to David Arquette. You saw the match, right?
He put him in
Apparently-
on his ass.
apparently Nick Gage likes pizza. It's all-
Yeah, oh yeah. And we almost had a John Moxley-Nick Gage feud, which we never get because that's when Renee Young popped out the kid. But,
Well, Moxley needs to stay away from that shit. I mean, he has an awesome life, and now he's had an awesome family.
yeah.
He can back off a bit.
Well, we gotta go. Where did Mox really make his name at? CZW.
I was going to say Les Thatcher.
Well, did he get trained by Les Thatcher?
Mhm.
Yeah, he got trained by Les Thatcher.
How do you think him and Callahan became partners?
Well, that's the Ohio connection, and Gacy too, because Gacy's from Ohio. Oh, and by the way, congratulations to Joe Gacy. He's in the Breakthrough Tournament on NXT.
Okay.
Former MCW Race Champion, or he's a current CZW World Champion. So he has signed, so I don't know what DJ's going to do with that belt. Because I haven't been to a CZW show, what, 2 years? Since I called you that night?
Probably, yeah.
Been
Oh,
2
that
years?
night? No,
Yeah, that was 2 years. I mean, I don't know who's in that locker room anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well,
There's a
definitely
bunch
not
of new
Gulak.
kids there. Huh?
Definitely not Gulak.
Well, Gulak's jobbing to the stars, so...
Yeah, he's looking at lights.
Gulak's there, Cesaro is on SmackDown.
Sammy's on Impact.
Sammy's on Impact. Adam Cole's on NXT doing...
What are you going to call him up?
Okay, you want to answer that?
He's been in NXT ever since my daughter's been born.
Baby.
Yeah.
And she's 5.
Well, maybe he's comfortable being like the Eddie Gilbert there.
Right. Maybe, I don't know. I kind of hope they don't. There's like a lot of people in NXT.
Well, look what they did to Damian Priest. He's on the side of a fucking milk carton again. Ever since the whole zombie botch. Ever since the whole zombie botch. And he's been showing up with the Riddle segments.
Yeah, you were talking before about what you like and don't like about Riddle. I mean,
He
about
hates
Raw.
Riddle. He hates
I
Riddle.
can't stand him.
Who do you hate more, Riddle or Pockets?
Honestly, Riddle.
I'm going to let you know right now, like, his gimmick and his in-ring performance are 2 different things. Like, I can watch Matt Riddle's matches all day. Even though, like, them high spots, like, and don't give me that Kevin Von Erich shit this time.
With the bare feet thing?
Right, I mean, at least frickin' Kevin tapes his shit up. And that 1 foot don't count.
Yeah.
That what bothers me is like, dude, it's like, Kevin didn't do all that, crazy shit barefooted. I mean, like...
Sabu didn't even do it barefoot.
Jimmy Snook, I mean, we're asking barefoot
That's
and he didn't do anything.
Jimmy Snook could wrestle barefoot.
Yeah, but all he did was a splash off the turnbuckle. He didn't do...
And the chops. Don't
Actually, you know who my favorite barefooted wrestler was? Remember Velvet McIntyre?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Down boy.
Don't blame you.
Yeah. But, no, it was...
In a timeless perspective.
Yeah.
I mean, he has a MMA background, Riddle does, and he can kick and all that, but but the gimmick, just, I can't get past that. I mean, they're just...
His in-ring performance don't match his gimmick.
No.
But he wants to be the new RVD.
But he's universally fun to watch. I mean, like he could pull the pothead thing so well. Okay, yes.
Remember what he said when he's on the ladder Monday night? He says, I've never been this high before. And I almost lost it when I was drinking something. It almost came out of my fucking nose.
But, I mean, the pot stuff aside, that one, this particularly last Raw, where they have the thing with the ladder, and he even joked that, yeah, some people, they do climb the ladder when they talk about an upcoming ladder match and all that. Dude, you have a broken foot. You climb on a ladder where you're surrounded by
People
your
are going to throw you
opponents,
off a ladder.
and half of them are heels, and you don't think anyone's going to try to knock you off a ladder or hurt... Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
Oh, 2 weeks ago.
Oh, yeah.
Seen the beginning of SmackDown. And,
I like that shirt, by the way.
yeah.
Battle of the Spears.
Battle of the Spears. We're going to get Battle of the Spears at Money in the Bank. Yeah. Well, matter of fact, we got SmackDown on right now, ladies and gents.
Oh, basic booking. I can get behind that.
Yeah.
If you put the microphones down.
Well, are we going to get Jimmy against Edge tonight? And job out?
Brought to you by Budweiser, yeah.
Like I said, you said they taped this in advance? You said?
Yeah, well, right now they're showing
The
highlights of the
last
other
week, yeah.
2 weeks ago and then last week.
Oh, so he wants to match with Edge. I'm guessing he needs like $10,000 or something?
Damn!
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of which, guess who went to Twitter and said, would you like to see me do one more try? And he was looking at the WWE title, Alberto Del Rio.
Oh.
They're not going to let him back. The man has sex charges against him.
I thought he was still in jail.
No, he's out. Matter of fact, he was supposed to do a show in Texas, and guess who his opponent was supposed to be? Andrade.
Yeah, maybe he'll
I'm
get...
supposed to be Big Bubba.
Yeah, maybe he'll get sacrificed to Aztecs like Selena does. By the way,
Yeah. Well, she won't be there. You want to talk about our little road trip tomorrow night?
yes, we have mentioned this on previous episodes. We will be traveling to
Nice way to
Philadelphia.
justify a crossface.
Yeah, they're showing the
Look at
highlight.
the eyes. Look at the eyes. That's the thing.
Yeah.
That's what they're trying to emphasize. Look at the eyes.
Oh look, Jimmy Uso at the bar. Man. And he's tapping out. Okay.
Hey, I hope he left the tip.
Yeah.
I hope he left the
That's a
tip.
great. Looks like he's ready to bounce him out. But
Uh-oh.
speaking of Philadelphia, there's Mr. Heyman and oh boy.
It's Jimmy right there. Is that Jimmy or Jay? Jay's got the short hair, right?
I agree with Roman. I can't tell them apart.
Which one are you?
Should like put like little name tags on there.
Yeah.
He's going to handle something right now that's important, but it's not as important as you.
He deserves full focus, his full attention, and I promise you, you're going to get it.
A good lawyer.
He's a good
Yeah,
lawyer.
he's going to get it all right.
Oh, wait a minute. Whoa. What's Heyman's father's profession? He is a lawyer.
Yep. Well, anyway, Mr. Heyman reminded us, yes, we are traveling to Philadelphia for the monthly taping of Major League Wrestling. It's their first live card in front of fans since the pandemic.
I'm blind to the roster. I don't watch MLW because I watch so much other stuff, including wrestling. So you're going to be my guy.
And Impact is paying you not to, but anyway, no, I'm just kidding. But
Just notice the guys there. You'll probably see them on TV. Same thing with women.
Yeah.
If you won't kick them out of bed, they'll be on TV.
right.
Damn. Oh.
I don't care how many years it's been. I still agree with AJ Lee.
Damn. Oh, that was one of the speculations about who's going to be replacing Bayley. Bring back AJ. Uh-oh. Are we going to get the address of this thing now?
Oh boy.
And Rowan doesn't look pleased at all. But NWA is making strides. I think they're getting better. I still don't like the old school aspect of it.
That's where I disagree with you. That's what I like about it.
I thought fans are coming back.
Huh?
Where's the fans?
That's next week.
Right now, yeah, this is a
Last Thunderdome show.
yeah.
But what do you think of the NWA product? What do you think of the NWA product?
I love it. And I'll tell you, it's old school, but guess what? If you're really into wrestling the way you think you are, wrestling,
Yes.
I see more wrestling in matches than I do freaking spots. If I want to see a bunch of motherfuckers flip in the air, I'll go to the circus.
Well, or watch AEW.
Especially a Young Bucks match.
or Orange. Now, do you want to talk about the big surprise from Wednesday night?
Yeah, and
Orange kept his hands out of his pocket.
Yeah.
well, I like how they did it. They kind of teased it at the very beginning.
Yeah, with the power fluctuations because
So people were thinking, oh well, all right, fans. Well, they're just having problems with the electricity, and then they did it again, and then
because Wednesday night the hurricane was going through Florida, so we were thinking of that. Then when the lights came back on, I was watching NXT. You're the one who messaged me going, "You got to put it on AEW now." I was like, "Why? Black's here." I was like, "What?"
the artist formerly known as Aleister Black, now Malochai Black.
Then again, JR kept on calling him Tommy Yen.
Well, yeah, and
Excalibur.
Excalibur kept saying, well, I used to wrestle with him, but he's not the same guy. There's something different about him. Yeah, it's called a contact lens and continuing a storyline from the place that let him go.
And the eye makeup. Remember, he had black eye makeup around one eye.
Yeah.
Which they didn't really show on camera Anderson taking the black mask. Which they should have. The camera should have been better. The camera work should have been better.
Might have
Well,
been
their
intentional,
cameras
but
always-
botched it. Yeah.
Their cameras always suck.
Well, you didn't really see Cody take the black mask.
No, like there's like some spots that were like good spots, but the camera angle is like they picked the wrong camera to film it,
Yeah.
and it's like, God damn it, are you trying to bait me to get in the crowd so I can see this shit?
Well, do you want to go into the crowd because of what happened Wednesday night also?
Well, someone came out of the crowd apparently during the promo between MJF and Chris Jericho, and
Probably a drunk.
yeah,
Probably a drunk. Because 9 times out of 10, it's usually somebody on way liquored up and got enough courage in them.
Yeah, he drank until Judas was on his mind.
Did you see the incident Wednesday night?
Nah.
You want to describe this? I'll let you lead.
Let me guess. He jumped out of the crowd and went after Jericho.
No, he jumped on the rampway. He jumped on the rampway. Didn't he have a mic on him or some shit?
Yeah.
He tried to do a promo right then and there. That's when security came out. Jericho tried to help out. He took a swing at Jericho. Jericho hit him right in the fucking face.
By the way, speaking of promos in AEW, is it me or is Tony Schiavone becoming the new Spanish announce table? That poor guy, in storyline anyway,
Sting.
Every time he tries to do an interview, he gets interrupted and a fight breaks out and he has to, run for his 60-something-year-old life,
Well, what did MJF say after the fan got thrown out? He says, anybody else want to come in here so I can kick your ass?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Jericho, not him. But what do you think of the stipulations that MJF put out?
It was okay. I actually thought the ending of that was hokey, though. It was funny with Jericho saying, I'll do anything, do any stipulations, I'll even sleep with your mom.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, I can.
But then the whole thing with the handshake and then the Judas effect. I don't know. My cat calling me in the morning, I think, would hurt more than that damn thing. I'm sorry.
Let me explain to him, since he didn't watch it Wednesday night. He has to go through 4 matches of opponents of MJF's choosing of stipulation matches. And from what I'm hearing, it's going to be all members of the Inner Circle. He has to fight all members of the Inner Circle.
Oh, I now remember why I miss AEW.
Why?
Stanley Cup.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Hey, Montreal, sorry about your second screw job.
Oh!
Tampa Bay Lightning for that.
Oh!
Sorry about y'all damn luck.
Oh, damn.
But hey.
Well, then again, just like the Montreal screw job.
We're getting it now.
The referee needs to check their voicemails. They missed a lot of calls.
Oh, damn. Welcome to Hockey Talk.
Yeah,
I think the refs were pregnant because he missed 2 periods.
Oh, damn.
I remember one time tweeting back and forth with Simon Miller about I wound up turning off Raw one time during the Stanley Cup. I think it was the last season before COVID. And I went to the point, it's I turned on hockey. I hear Ric Flair woo chant after goal scoring. I see a commercial for The Rock. And then I hear the Ultimate Warriors music during face-off. I see more wrestling and hockey than I do in WWE. So,
what'd you think about that, huh?
Say it again.
now I was saying I joked with a host from What Culture, basically saying I turned off Raw to watch hockey playoffs a couple of seasons ago. And then when I did, I saw a preview for a movie with The Rock. I heard Ric Flair wooing after a goal was scored, and then playing the Ultimate Warriors music after during a face-off.
WWE and hockey than the WWE.
Yep. More violence too.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about the Great American Bash?
Which one?
The one that just happened last Tuesday night.
Go ahead.
MSK beat Ciampa and Thatcher with a roll-up. Everybody saw trashing that match. They say it was a great match, but a shitty ending.
Well, it's typical with all the other WWE.
It seems like NXT is doing a lot of nostalgic.
What was it?
Meanwhile, it looks like Roman is giving the promo
of his life?
Yeah, it looks like he's blowing a gasket, a manifold, and everything else. He's pissed. But
well, from what we're hearing, what Russell Votes said, the people higher up are very pissed off at Jimmy Uso right now.
As they should be.
Yeah.
Well, you get a DUI, you're supposed to lead by example, Be a star, right?
Are we going to see the beatdown of Jimmy Uso by his cousin?
Well, he's walking straight so far.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. I got that one. But
I hope he's not wearing that in court.
Oh. We had the $1 million match. Dummy, yeah.
Well, the only person that needs that $1 million is that man right there.
For bail. A lawyer.
Imagine all the DUIs he can
Buy out.
Yeah.
Did you hear what his bail was?
What?
$500.
Damn.
His bail was $500 for a DUI. If that
500?
was being you, it'd be much higher.
I know, right?
But we got LA Knight now got Cameron Grimes as his butler. Go ahead. I see the wheels turning in your head for that one.
No, I mean, I don't know.
You're going to have a hillbilly butler. That's what you're going to get.
Tell me you didn't see that coming, though. Come on.
Because
Dinner's ready. Right over her.
LA Knight, also known as Eli Drake. What do you think of him as a worker?
He's fucking awesome. He's fun to watch.
I don't think he's much of an in-ring performer. He's more of a mouthpiece.
Oh, man, I think we're drunk because now we're seeing
now?
double. I'm seeing 2 Usos now.
Drink some more beer, maybe you'll see 3. But what did you say about Eli?
Yeah, I think it's that Dundalk beer, man. That's why you're seeing 2.
Yeah.
So what'd you say about Eli?
You know he's a Marylander, right?
Did you hear how they pronounce it? Hagerstown.
Which probably is a correct pronunciation of that town, but anyway.
But like I said, you like Eli is a in-ring performer. I think he's a meh performer in the ring. He's a better talker. He wants to be the Rock in the worst way.
Well, think of it this way. He's a heel. He's not supposed to be a good in-ring performer.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be cheap shit, talk shit.
Because his finisher is the air raid crash, which is basically, he calls it the gravy train. And Cameron, you gotta remember, former TNA champion, former X Division champion. They both know each other real well, so.
And apparently he's got a feud with Ric Flair on some car rental commercial or something.
Yeah, no, Car Shield.
Yeah.
It's a Car Shield. We're looking for sponsors.
Exactly.
I mean, like, altogether, Sean Richter is like, I never seen him work face to have an honest opinion, but the way you're looking at it is like, I think he's a perfect heel. You're not supposed to be a grappler. You're not supposed to do anything fancy. Like, Piper's a heel, case in point.
Look at Kingston. Kingston's a face, and he's just nothing but a brawler.
No, but you've had some technical wrestlers that are good heels. You've had your Flairs, you had your Backlund, people like that.
I'm already going up to Cole now, yeah.
Well,
Roman.
Actually, Flair did get popped as a heel.
Well, in Baltimore, yeah, whenever the Horsemen showed up, back in the 80s.
There you go.
Baltimore crowds always like the heels at NWA, at that version of the NWA shows.
Baltimore was Bizarro World, basically, do I'll ever call it. Because the heels always got cheered here in Baltimore.
All right, if you're going to put it that way, Paul Heyman said it was the ECW that shaped up the Attitude Era. I call bullshit just on this conversation alone.
Why?
I mean, we cheered on the heels. We rooted, like anything that was cold and dirty, we loved it.
Hold
and
on.
probably how...
Hold on, we might see... Oh, look at Roman's face.
Closing time.
Right.
Who's he going to be? Is he going to beat up Jimmy?
I mean,
oh, look at the anger. Look at the anger. Oh, we're going to see the beatdown of Jimmy Uso. Uh-oh, we're going to see the beatdown of Jimmy Uso. Holy shit. Look out. Oh, man. Oh, did you hear what Baron Corbin's new nickname they trademarked on?
Oh, that's what he looks like with hair.
Yeah.
Again.
They're going to call him Happy Corbin.
Oh.
He's going to be a babyface.
No, he won't. He'll get shit on. He's
the big... What does Wrestle Talk call him? The mid-card vortex.
Well, he's losing weight.
Yeah, he lost the crown.
He's gaining hair.
He's gaining hair. Yeah. His beard's whiter than mine. Jesus. But the match tonight for me.
His beard is fucking white.
The match.
I bet his beard makes reservation for dinner.
The match of the night for Great American Bash, and again, I will say this about NXT: their women's division is stacked, and they know how to book the women down there.
Yeah, Glow.
Glow?
Yeah, it's the best way to book them.
Yeah, well, without the hokiness.
Well, then again, it was the 80s.
It was the 80s. Well, you had the Io and Zoe become the new women's tag champions down there. We got the way.
Still does play-by-play?
Yeah, they got Pat McAfee doing it now, yeah.
And you got the mute button on, so how are we supposed to take a shot every time we hear vintage? All right, copyrights.
Copyright, yeah. But we had a surprise return Tuesday night on NXT. Tegan Knox.
Okay.
She is wearing a heavy leg brace. We're waiting for her to blow another knee. Because and they were actually talking about bringing her up before her leg injury.
Wait a minute, who blew her knee this time?
Tegan Knox. It's reversed. She blew it a couple of months ago.
That's how she got pushed. Anyways.
Yeah, and the thing is, they did the angle where Candice LeRae did the injury. Guess who Tiki came after during the tag match? Candice LeRae. By the way, she looks great with purple hair. And for some strange, odd reason, I'm starting to turn my head on Indy Hartwell.
Okay.
I don't think... she's doing springboard shit. I didn't realize she was that good. But you got to see Zoe Stark's finisher. It's almost like a go to sleep. She flips you over and then hits you with the knee. It's almost like a tilt the world go to sleep.
Okay.
And it's real. It looks real good and crisp. But it looks like Raquel and Dakota are going to go after Shotzi and Ember.
Yeah.
Where Raquel, I don't know what Raquel's next title defense is going to be because she's pretty much cleaned the board right now.
Anti-tank warfare.
You want to chime in on that one? How about the women's division is better on NXT than it is on the main roster?
Actually, everything's better on NXT than the main roster.
Mm-hmm.
It's just it's so overwhelming I fall asleep on it.
The only thing I didn't like about NXT was Swerve's faction. Hit Row. Which they did a whole hip hop celebration thing about him winning the North American title. And that I'm not a hip hop guy, you're not a hip hop guy, you're not a hip hop guy. Kind of fell flat with me. I didn't like it.
You like PN News?
Like PN News, Funkasaurus.
Well, I mean, we're not...
PG-13, yeah.
Well, supposedly we're not in the demographic that they want. You know?
They want that 18 to 45, 49 demographic. Which, you're in that demographic, but you were... Yeah,
35, not 45.
No, you're within the demographic, though. You're the demo they're aiming for.
Well, they show with old school thrash. You know, some fucking Anthrax.
That ain't happening. That ain't happening.
They could almost sell me with some Biohazard.
The thing is, hundreds of metalhead, and I don't see them booking metal bands. I'm seeing Poppy. Where the hell fucking Poppy is?
I'll tell you why.
You think it's...
Who's he married to?
Alright.
Oh!
What kind of music she listens to?
This just popped in my head. Stephanie is meeting either with USA or Fox to pitch story ideas to improve the ratings because the Raw rating last Monday was the worst ever in show history. They barely drew 1.4 mil. During the Attitude Era, during the Monday Night Wars, weren't they drawing like 4 4s, 4 5s?
Oh, yeah. And they were losing the Nitro that was also
Yeah.
posting those numbers.
Yeah, and now they're almost the AEW numbers, where AEW is slowly getting back up for now on Wednesday nights. Oh, and like I said,
they used to be what, Friday or Saturday?
What's that?
AEW.
No, they start on Wednesday nights.
Oh, look at this.
Oh, look at this, John.
Yeah.
Look at it. They got a title belt. The Tampa Bay Lightning got a title belt. Look who gave it to them.
Every champion team got some.
Oh,
the Capitals got one from them.
Yeah. My bucket list is still have my picture with that trophy.
Well,
it looks like it's Tampa
to get a
2 belts.
passport. I'm trying to go to Toronto.
I have friends up there, but
Oh, they got hotels there, like what, $1.25 for a really nice one?
Jesus Christ, really?
No, I'm dead serious. Like really nice hotels.
Look at what he's wearing. No, look what Big E is wearing.
Ding dong, hello.
A Bayley T-shirt. Really? A
Tribute.
Bayley T-shirt? Is that a tribute to Bayley for today?
I guess.
And the match of the night for me on NXT was Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly.
Should I open the other box or not?
Go ahead if you want, man. Don't mind us, ladies and germs. We're actually eating chicken and fries. What do you think of Nakamura, Rick Boogs?
Something different.
Yeah.
Feel he's wearing the same ring attire, the same music, with the same entrance.
Well, we actually have a guy that can play guitar. That's why.
I think I said it a few episodes ago. I think he looks too much like Rudolph Schenker from the Scorpions.
Oh, this is
He looks
another
like a member of Loudness.
Yeah.
No, this is another gripe I have about. They changed Elias's music. It's no longer his music. It's whatever piped-in orchestrated pieces they got corporate made now. And I was like, wait a minute. Elias is a musician. He writes his own material.
Well, I don't understand about this feud. It's Nakamura and
The Boogs are acting like the
Michael.
heels.
Exactly.
And Corbin's coming out like a huge baby face. And oh god, what's in the fridge? Cold bikes? Really? Cold bikes in the fridge? What's this all about?
How we went from the Attitude Era to the Ruthless Aggression Era, PG Era to the microphone era.
Because we live in an ADD society and they went for satisfaction yesterday. But, did you watch any of the Great American Bash?
No, I didn't. I just saw like highlights.
What's this?
It's
Nakamura and
it's
Boogs.
Rudolph Schenker and Nakamura.
Look, it's Klaus Meine. So, but you did watch AEW.
Yes, I did.
What'd you think of the show? Because Wrestle Talk gave it 5 out of 5.
I thought it was a really good show.
Why are they doing the fucking Bill and Ted entrance?
Yeah. I mean, the main event was your typical young bucks.
I like the Young Bucks dressing like their street hoods in the most ridiculous ways.
They do that every week. They're just trying
to annoy heel. They're trying to be the annoying prick heels they are.
and it's working.
What'd you think of Dan Lambert? He was at the American Top Team. He was there with Amanda Nunes, and got in the ring and basically said, "I stopped watching wrestling after 1990."
Oh yeah. That was hilarious. Yeah.
That's basically what he was doing at Impact when he was with King Mo.
You'll see. We might see him tomorrow night. He was kind of like a manager of
King Mo.
King Mo, and Tommy Law and Lawler's.
Yeah, is he American Top Team also?
Yes.
Okay. So Lambert got in the ring and got the blackout from Lance Archer, which was fucking great. And the thing is, who is Archer's manager?
Mr. DDT himself.
What era is he from? The era that Lambert loves. Yeah. But like I said, Lambert's been doing that shtick since he was in TNA.
Right.
And he basically... Why are they got their fucking feet in? Wait till you see Big E. Why do they got their feet fucking in?
It's like
Was it a foot massage?
yeah, it's like a little
What the fuck?
foot dish, yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ.
It's like a little water foot massage thing, yeah.
Now, what'd you think of these 6-man between FDR and Wardlow against LAX and Hager?
That was a good fight as well,
Even though Conan pulled out the slapjack and didn't work. And Wardlow, who did he hit? Wardlow?
I think, yeah.
And Wardlow no-sold it like a fucker.
Right.
Okay, I'm lost. What the fuck is supposed to go on here?
It's a King of the Ring qualifier.
Me Money in the Bank?
Money in the Bank, yeah.
That's what kills me with these King of the Ring qualifiers. It's the same damn matches.
Yeah.
The same opponents.
Well, the thing is, but Russell Talk's been saying, we've been saying the same matches for the past 4 fucking months.
Yep.
Since fucking Rumble, basically, right? Even before Mania, how many times have we seen Sasha, Bayley and until the leg injury, Bayley and Bianca? How many times have we seen Priest and Miz, even with Bad Bunny?
Hey, hop up.
Yeah, really. Yeah, this one. Well, it's funny you mentioned Bad Bunny. You were talking about before as far as getting celebrities and musicians and all that. I mean,
at least
they were
Bad
going
Bunny
about,
put his work in.
Yeah, Bad Bunny sold more merch than any of the regular WWE people there for a while. So
yeah,
it's
the trend. What's the trendy music to listen to the last 20 years?
Wait, do you listen to music?
Yeah.
Well, you just listen to weird noises from a laptop saying, "Hey,
Wiki.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry to offend any hip-hop people out there.
Yeah.
But I'm a rock and roll guy, so sue me. But,
it's only music if you use real instruments.
yeah. That's why we're old school. That's why we're grumpy old men.
Exactly.
But,
Get off our lawn.
Get off our lawn. What do you think outside the... you said what you said about Jericho and MJF. You think it kind of fell flat?
I think it did. And
They're trying to build it up for All Out. You know that, right?
of course, but
Yeah, why are they stretching their talents out for? They're going to get more after 90 days.
Well, before Joe came back, you know what one of the rumors was going to be? Have MJF come out to a Cult of Personality.
that would be fun.
Yeah, in Chicago. And have him dress like Punk and just down Chicago and have Joe come out of nowhere and choke out fucking MJF. That would have been a stellar thing.
I don't think Colt Cabana... Well, I mean, that's right. Colt Cabana and Punk are not like friends like that anymore.
Yeah, but like I said, he's from Chicago. I can see Colt being heavily on this pay-per-view. But like I said, we got Money in the Bank next week. We got Slammiversary next week. Where, like I said, we're gonna see a lot of new faces show up at Impact. Who was in that first batch of releases? Do you remember? In April, wasn't Mickey James in that, or was that the second batch?
Might have been the second batch.
I think it was the first batch, just because she got the trash bag.
Right.
Oh God, this again. What do you think of this? Was right out of Nikki's head. What do you think of the superhero gimmick?
It ain't the first time I've seen it.
Yeah. I will say one thing, as much as we talk about Alexa and the spooky bullshit stuff, when Ava, they had that part where everybody was out of the ring and Ava thought she cleared everyone, and then Alexa Bliss came out and just screamed at her and scared her. I got a little chuckle out of that.
a little chuckle.
I'm kind of embarrassed to say
I
that.
like how she said the winner is Ava Marie, and even Nia Jax looked at her and go, what the fuck?
Well, she's been doing that with every match with.
And apparently Vince likes the Dewdrop character.
He probably came up with that name.
Why? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Why?
Because that's good shit, pal.
It's gonna make me money!
Yeah, I mean, it'll make those punches.
Oh, nice!
Holy shit, a wrestling move!
Yeah, on a wrestling show with guys who have feet and don't know what the fuck, foot massagers?
Yep.
Jesus Christ. Shoot me now. Will we see this on AEW? No. Will we see this on Impact? No. Will we see this on Ring of Honor? No.
NWA definitely not.
No. Would you like to see Velvet Sky in those things? Yes.
No, I would be old school and be massaging her feet and hoping
Yeah.
that Bubba Ray Dudley doesn't kick my ass afterwards.
Yeah. What do you think of Velvet's little opener? It goes, it's Velvet time. I didn't like that at all. That's stepping on Leon White's toes.
You've been saying crap about her even before I started watching them again. I think she's a good analyst. I don't know what your problem
I was never a beautiful people person. I don't think they were that good.
Well, that's because you look in the mirror too many goddamn times. But anyway,
What do you think of the beautiful people when they were in TNA, Velvet and...
Oh, right, the Barbies.
Yeah,
the
the
skinny
Barbies.
blondes made of plastic.
Yeah. What'd you think of the beautiful people? Even when they were with Lacey.
Well, they had to compete with the Diva Division somehow.
Yeah, and what was Lay Cool was their version of the beautiful people. Vince doesn't watch the competition.
Yeah.
But I was never a fan of Angelina Love. I didn't think much of her as an in-ring performer. I didn't think much of Velvet. Madison Rayne was the best one of the bunch, and she was mediocre at best.
Lacey Von Erich.
Lacey Von Erich, she was trash. She was just trash. She was there for name alone.
You mean like Frankie San Martino?
Yeah, you mean what was Bruno's son's name? David.
Yeah.
I don't know why I
Frank.
keep saying Frank.
Oh, that was a botch. That was supposed to be a backbreaker.
Need to face.
Need to fast.
No, but no, I mean there are other women in that company I do. I like Miss Tessmacher. She was fun.
Oh, Brooke?
I met her in person. I actually like her.
Actually, who I met in person for that company, I liked her.
ODB?
ODB.
She was awesome.
Old Gertie Briscoe?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I want your thoughts. I don't know if this match is taped already. I think it's going to be for Best of the World. They're going to have a cinematic match on Ring of Honor's Best of the World with the Briscoes, where they're battling.
He already did. Cornette already talked about it. He loved it. Because they said...
Really?
Yeah, because, well, for this reason. It wasn't really cinematic. It was more just like, almost like a handheld in the backyard. And he said there was no spooky music, there were no sound effects. It was basically Papa Briscoe as a referee. He's like, all right, you boys, you need to work this shit out so you can be the best tag team in the world again. All right? Now go in there and fight clean like men. And they did. But what was weird
They beat the shit out of each other?
Huh?
They beat the shit out of each other?
Yeah, and they also fought where they cleaned the shit out of each other. They fought in the real barn. They fought on top of their
chicken coops and all that shit?
Their RV. And Cornette even said, that's their real RV. He said he remembers they did a show at Hammerstein Ballroom. They took that to New York. And it's like...
Oh my God, yeah. I remember them. It showed up at the Duburn's Arena when they were doing tapings here.
Mm-hmm. And Corbin's still a heel, right?
Yeah.
Corbin's a heel, and...
So this is an ass of a joke match.
A what joke match?
A butt end of a joke match.
Yeah.
Because heels are naturally the butt end of a joke.
Yep.
It's just making him be a butt end of a joke.
Well, Corbin's been there. I heard he's well liked in the locker room. I heard he's a nice guy. He'll do whatever has been asked of him. I was never a Corbin fan. Even when he was remember when he was in NXT and he feuded with Bull James? Mm-hmm. And then before they both turned Bull James into a comedy act in NXT? Well, where's Bull James now? Side of a milk carton.
Well, yeah, he got cut doing the network cut.
Yeah, then he went to... Didn't he show up at TNA or Ring of Honor?
I don't remember.
But, like I said, it's... We're watching this and WWE's being WWE right now. And what we saw Wednesday night was a superior show.
Well, they were, but AEW isn't perfect either. I mean, they have their share of...
They have a better con?
Huh?
They have a better con?
Slightly better con, but...
Yeah.
The only thing that is, like, keeping AEW afloat is the fact that the crowd is actually being part of the show like the old ECW.
They're the hardcore marks. They're the hardcore marks that show up to these shows. That's why.
Yep.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, of course, it's something outside WWE, number one. Number two, of what, when Don Callis walked in the ring, the whole crowd's chanting, you got fired. I'm sorry, that was priceless.
That was priceless, yeah. And he said, what was Callis' demand? Said, come back and says, real men get fired, they don't quit.
Yeah, Kenny told him that.
Yeah, okay, he told him that?
You didn't see him whispering in his ear?
Kenny, I thought you said Kane.
No, last time Kane and Don Callis were in the same ring, Kane never spoke. Before Cyrus, the Jackal.
Before Cyrus, the Jackal, yeah. Oh, and one of the things I did see from Impact, I didn't watch the whole show, but this is what I saw on YouTube. Apparently they did an arrest angle on Sami Callihan.
Oh, boy.
For assault and battery on Don Callis' quote-unquote press charges.
Oh, jeez.
So
another arrest angle.
Because there's supposed to be a contract signing for the world title match at the end of the show. Well, again, didn't watch the show, don't know what happened. Because we're going...
All right.
When do you think Kenny's going to start losing those titles?
Well, you say...
He's hurt.
No,
He's walking wounded right now.
He'll probably lose first to...
Sami Callihan?
No, probably when's the Mexico show with
It's Triple Mania.
Yeah.
It's gonna be Triple
Andrade.
Mania.
It's hard to lose that one first because they put in some work.
Against him against Andrade? Oh, by the way, I have a gripe about Andrade's entrance. He looked like Black Mask from Batman. He came out with a pinstripe suit and the fucking mask. I thought that was Black Mask.
Well, it was Black Mask.
It was Black Mask from Batman.
Well, you gotta think, there's no copyright laws in Mexico.
And the thing, well, also, who's booking the shows is one of them is Cody, and Cody's a huge comic book fan.
Vampiro.
Well, that's down in Mexico.
I thought that's what we're talking about.
No, I'm talking about up here with AEW. But, what else are we going to cover, Rick?
Let's see. Well, we covered...
We pretty much scattered all over the place.
Yeah, we did pretty much.
You want to talk about Money in the Bank? Who the field that's there now? Who do you think's going to win the damn thing?
Probably male. I think somehow they're going to give it to McIntyre.
McIntyre or I see Rollins?
No, I see McIntyre.
McIntyre. Or, I'm hearing rumors, E.
Well, they get Jinder Mahal's back so he can keep him, you know.
Now, that was supposed to be the summer feud we were going to hear about him and McIntyre. With that promo in the beginning of Raw.
And he did the three-man band salute.
Yeah, and Jinder came in on a motorcycle and says, what was the promo? He said something about a text. He didn't come back and answer the text like 3 days later. Yeah. He's kind of pissed at the three, they're not friends anymore. And what do you think of Drew McIntyre's history lesson in every promo?
Getting tired of that, especially he's making up the shit about the sword being...
The Loch Ness, killing the Loch Ness.
Wasn't that Vince's sword that he got?
That was given to him by Hunter and Stephanie, yes.
Oh, Hunter and Stephanie, okay.
Yeah, they bought it somewhere in England. Well, I wish Nakamura was back in Japan. He was so much better in Japan.
And his paychecks are better here.
A lot of people are better outside of that fucking shitty ass ring.
Yeah, pretty much.
They killed it with credibility. Like, they killed their credibility.
Well, how many people that you personally know are now there?
Let's see.
Because we're going to, just for disclosure, you're a former in-ring performer for local indie stuff.
For like a cup of coffee.
For a cup of coffee, and you referee for RCW for us.
For a cup of coffee.
For a cup of coffee, yeah. But who you thought came through the system here for EWA, MCW? What was Jimmy?
Well, see, EWA would be definitely Adam Cole because he was smart enough not to kiss Jim's ass.
Yeah, and he got trained by DJ.
That too.
Yeah.
Let's see, who else?
Sammy?
Yeah, technically speaking, I mean, I've been around a few times. It's not like we're queens. It's not like we had a few beers with each other.
Ruckus? Ruckus has made it to a Ring of Honor at least.
Well, I'm talking about I'm thinking WWE in general.
WWE, yeah.
It's like there's Desmond Xavier trained with him.
Desmond Xavier, oh yeah.
One of the Rascals.
One of the Rascals, yeah.
What about Spud's wife? What was her name?
Who?
Spud's wife? Oh, yeah.
Oh, Renee Michelle, yeah, she's been there for a cup of coffee, but matter of fact, she's going to be at the MCW show that me and you will probably be going to.
Matter of fact, remember, like, watching her, like, train to get where she's at, I'm happy for her. I mean, she's humble about it.
Yeah.
I remember last time I saw her, I thought that she would, like, have her nose in the air. She didn't. She was still the same person. I loved her for it.
Well, she was eating shit when they did the whole Drake thing with the 24/7 title.
Well, nonetheless, I mean...
That's another thing that I hate about Raw, the whole 24/7 goofiness.
Now, I'll let you know, like, Renee Michelle is a loving person. Like, from the day I met her till, like, if I see her again... Like, from the last time I saw her, if I see her now, I still hope she's the same person, you know? I'm always going to think the world of her.
They call that in Japan the Bambaye.
I call that a weak hit that's going to get a 3 count? Really?
Yep. Yep. And they're putting it over like champs.
I know, right?
Yeah.
That's up there with a finger poke at Doom that has a pop.
Well, you got to remember, this is a man who had a 5-star against AJ Styles in Japan. Right before they both left to come here.
Yeah, I still think they're going to give it to Drew.
Okay, what do you think of the women's? Who's in there now?
Yeah, I mean, the women's, there's only so many in there. I mean...
You got Naomi, Asuka. Was it Naomi?
I can see him doing Naomi. She's been there for a while.
No, because she's guilty by association right now. Who's she married to?
All right.
She's guilty by association right now. They're not going to give her anything.
Charlotte.
Charlotte's not in it. She's actually got the title match at the pay-per-view.
Oh, she does? Okay.
Yeah, she's actually got the pay-per-view.
Okay, so she... All right, wait, I think I got it.
Who?
Hold on, let me think for a sec.
Is that what I smell?
All right, hold on. So, who's going against Rhea Ripley?
Charlotte.
Am I going for Asuka? I'm going to go with Asuka.
I'm going to go out of left field because there's 2 slots open left. We're going to see
this would be good booking. This would be a good build-up for something that'd be worth watching on Raw.
Okay. This is what I'm
Asuka
thinking.
gets the Money in the Bank. Sorry. You know, whatever happens with Rhea Ripley and Charlotte, whoever sees the light sees the light. Out comes the briefcase.
Well, she won it last year, and she automatically got the title because Becky had to go away for the 9-month stomach flu.
Oh, that's right. Seth Rollins is the only member of the Shield that didn't pull out anything.
Oh!
I mean,
Oh!
Roman Reigns pulled out of WrestleMania. Ambrose pulled out of WWE.
Okay,
Can you honestly blame him though?
No. Against who? Can't be the Raw Squad.
No.
Wait, don't tell me Shayna and Nia.
No, they're Raw. They're Raw. They can't be on here. They're on Raw.
Also, so I ain't gotta watch Ace in the Hole.
Ace in the Hole. That's what he calls them.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go out of left field. I hear, since there's 2 slots open, what about a certain red-headed Irish woman?
Yeah. They might be saving her for SummerSlam.
Well, the cash-in at SummerSlam.
Maybe.
Becky's training right now with Indy Hartwell to get back into ring shape. We don't know when she's coming back. She might come back next week when the crowds come back. We don't know that.
I can see that happening. Because, I mean, is it every time they bring back something or they, they debut something or they remodel something? Case in point, like SmackDown.
Yeah.
I ain't talking about the pilot SmackDown from, early 99. I'm talking about the one from late 99 where we had not seen Luna Vachon for so long since the Oddities dismantled, and she just pops out of the blue.
Yeah.
Just for that, hey, it's a new show pop.
Yeah. So
when they did the whole thing with the arenas, they changed the Raw setting around.
Yeah.
They brought in the headbangers. It was on.
Yeah.
So I can go with you. I can see Becky coming back with the crowd. It's a whole new atmosphere pop.
Yeah, because they're waiting for the crowds to come back. Because even Stephanie says surprises are coming.
Yeah.
I think they're in a holding pattern until they get in front of crowds again. No,
I can see Becky coming back. I can see Zack Ryder coming back.
No, Zach's an Impact. He's with Brian. He's with Kurt Hawkins. As a matter of fact, you don't watch Impact that much anymore. You know what Brian Myers' new gimmick is? He's the most professional wrestler. And he's teaching one of the trade students there how to be a quote-unquote professional wrestler. Where the kids taking notes on their ring entrance and all that shit, how to do a ring entrance.
I'm surprised his finisher's not called Look at the Lights. Because of his gimmick in WWE, chopping out.
He has a school, right?
That explains it.
You know who his 2 best students are? You see him on AEW every week. One is Chris Statlander. The other one, MJF. He's a good teacher. He's a very good teacher.
Oh, I believe it. Don't get me wrong. I mean, just because they're not in main event don't mean they ain't good at teaching.
Well, look, Johnny Rods. Johnny Rods was a jobber to the stars in the WWF, and he trained the Dudleys. He trained, he trained the Dudleys and Dreamer, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he trained Dreamer and the Dudleys.
I mean, Axel Ryan was a damn good mentor, too.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Renee Michelle,
RJ.
Mm-hmm.
The late Bruiser never got called up or anything. He stayed where he was, and from what I heard, great guy, great trainer. Now, I got something to say what we're seeing right now because Mickie James is claiming age discrimination when she got let go. Tamina Snuka's 44. Natty's almost 40. Shannon Baszler's 40. And Vince is keeping them around. Then again, Vince has a weird...
somehow.
Huh? Well, Vince has a weird loyalty to the island families.
Well, also, her heart lineage, too, I would imagine.
Yeah, the heart lineage. And Tamina, because of her father. And if you watch The Dark Side of the Ring about Snuka, Vince has a loyalty to Jimmy Snuka's family. He has a loyalty to the Samoan family.
Damn right he does. I mean, he covered up a fucking murder incident for how many years?
Holy shit! Shotzi and Tegan?
Hey, I didn't tell you to turn around yet.
Shotzi, ladies and gentlemen, Shotzi Blackheart and Tegan Knox showed up on SmackDown.
And I was scared that Shotzi was going to drive that tank off the ramp.
Yeah.
Well, at least she knows how to bust the ball.
Yep.
So Tegan immediately gets called up. Immediately. Where's Ember?
All right, Tamina, be like your father and murder a bitch or two.
Well, there isn't a cage or nothing.
Allegedly, I'm trying to prevent slander.
I became a fan of Shotzi's when I saw her in TNA. Oh, it almost hit her in the face.
Oh, that just missed her.
Oh, did you see Jesse's reaction?
That's Brink, right? That's Brink from MCW, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Commandy Brink. Is it Commandy? Kennedy Brink. I'm glad she's got it. I'm glad she's.
She originally started with EWA too. Yeah.
Now, well, did you hear what they wanted Thunder Rosa to do if she joined here? They wanted her to be a referee. She's too good to be a referee.
Yeah, right.
I think the only reason why she's a referee, Jesse Carr, is like, well, I can't shit on her like that.
You actually know the girl, yeah.
I mean, like, I see the idea where, but she does have room for improvement.
Yeah.
So, I mean, she pulls off the referee well. It's just, I can see her holding her own with the roster here. That's where I want to get at. I mean, this is where I'm not going to point out anything, because, I mean, what I say to her, she can see something about me, so I'm not going to have a pissing contest on that.
I will say this. I've seen Shotzi in TNA, and I thought she was good then, and I think she's good here. She's a good fit here. What do you guys think?
I'd rather see her stay in NXT, but...
Well, then again, every time we see a call-up, we're kind of cringing now. What stupid shit you're going to make them do.
Well, I guess they had to bring her or someone up because they've cut, I mean...
They cut half their fucking... Well, 205 Live has 5 people in it now.
I didn't think there was a 205, yeah.
Nick Khan gutted it. And they got, for order, they let go some NXT UK names, too. Speaking of which... I think I sent you the picture. I haven't sent you the picture yet. That new Japanese woman they got for NXT UK. Guess who her boyfriend is?
Who?
Old Man Hit Hard.
Oh, really?
Yes. He is moving to the UK.
On SpongeBob's Strong Style, huh?
Yeah. Suzuki, I don't know if he's still under contract. If he's not under contract, he's going to be tearing through British talent. He's going to knock their teeth straight.
Well, that's one thing I wanted to ask you about, Chris. We talked on many episodes about you keep thinking the real Bullet Club and the other people.
We haven't seen the Gorillas in
there's a botch.
A month. We haven't seen the Gorillas in a month. I don't know what's going on either, because we just found out yesterday.
What in the fuck is this?
What are you talking about? What was the botch?
Everything. I wonder what's sloppier, their snatch or this match.
I'd like to find out, actually.
Okay, that's a good sell.
But,
see the match.
Well, two things with that, though, Chris, back with the Japanese stuff. Number one, you had them. You already have. You had the promo.
Watch your finisher. Watch your finisher. You know what a finisher is?
Bye-bye Pink Ranger?
Nobody could watch, Chris, because we're not doing any video. Answer the question about Japan, though. You had Moxley coming out. They promoted that you have a defense of his U.S. title against, what was it, Gallows or Anderson?
Anderson, yeah. Who is the better worker of the two, I think.
Yeah. I mean, you have that, and then there was talk about the New Japan people, more of them coming over. However, there was a big outbreak of COVID in Japan.
The Delta variant, from what I heard.
Yeah. So.
And from what I told him in the car, what I told John in the car, the Olympics are now no spectators. They were supposed to have a big, I even wrote this down, they were supposed to have a big Tokyo Dome show.
I hate to cut this short, but I got to wrap this up because I got to...
see you later, John. Thank you for coming.
Right, thanks for coming, John. And
don't let the door hit you on the way out.
Folks, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with more of the Grumpy Old Man Wrestling Podcast here on RDC Multimedia. Alright, folks, welcome back to the Grumpy Old Man Wrestling Podcast. Just Crab now with Chris Piloto. Chris, I don't know what you brought for dinner, but I don't know, that might have been what chased Johnny out.
Yeah. Now we're going to probably. This is Sonya Deville is coming out now. We're still watching SmackDown. This is what I'm hearing. It's going to be the next challenger. Do you think it's going to be a call-up, or do you think it's going to be Sasha?
Hard to say.
We just saw Shotzi and Tegan.
I was thinking Sasha, but now it could be a call-up for all we know.
It could be Dakota. It could be Candice. It could be Indy. It could be anybody down here. But what I want to talk about during this commercial break is, we were talking about that before the break, was the Japanese government are now shutting everything down again as of between July 12th and August 22nd. The Power Struggle weekend, their Power Struggle shows are still going on this weekend. After that, they're probably going to have to close shop for about a month. This also entails the Olympics. We don't know if the Olympics are still going to go on now.
They will, well, I'll tell you why.
Why?
The IOC and NBC are investing too much money.
Yeah.
The IOC is corrupt as anything, and the reason I had heard on Sports Talk the other day, they were talking about if they cancel the Olympics, it would be out of, they said it was something like $300 billion.
Jesus Christ.
It was a ridiculous amount of money, but you know.
Why is The Rock doing a remake of African Queen?
Because somebody's paying them to, that's why.
But like I said, Power Struggles this weekend. They're probably going to have both shows. I'm probably going to wind up watching both shows. But the Tokyo Dome show on the July 25th, which is right after they close everything down, is not going to happen. That's with Shingo, the new world champion, was going to go against Kota Ibushi, which that's the dream match everybody wants to see. We ain't going to see it because of the Mandatorium. And we don't know what's going to happen after August 22nd if they're going to keep it going, because in September we have the G1 Climax tournament, which, if you know anything about the G1, they do a point system. Pinfalls by DQ and all that count as points.
Right.
And whoever gets the most points in Block A and Block B face each other in the finals, and the winner gets a title shot at Wrestle Kingdom on January 4th.
And you see them perhaps maybe doing some more shows in our country with the American Dojo because of all this.
Well, like I said, you got Gallows and Anderson are going to be on Strong, which is out of Los Angeles. I think the Gorillas are back here because they're based in California. Because I haven't seen them in Japan forever.
Yeah.
They could be back in Japan. They could show up tomorrow for all I know.
Well, what I found interesting, I was really surprised at this. I had also heard this on Sports Talk when they were talking about the Olympics. And me and my partner Eric, when we did the baseball show, we would talk about this a lot, how the Asian countries seemed like they were better with their COVID protocols than here. Of course, Eric would bash on Trump as much as I bash on Orange Cassidy, but I digress. Anyway, I found out only 15% of the population of Japan are immunized. That surprised me.
Well, they're very traditional, very old school.
But they're also very advanced in science and and I mean, other parts of Asia. I mean, thanks to our governor of Maryland and his wife being Asian, Korean, she actually convinced the government of South Korea to send this new COVID test.
That was last year. I remember it.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm really surprised, because it was like for a while it was like they were very strict with their protocols, but with the baseball over there they allowed them to play.
Because, like I said, I watch a lot of New Japan, and last year when they restarted, they had no crowds with the New Japan Cup.
Right.
And in the finals, they start bringing 25%, then 50%. Then Kingdom happened, which was 50% of the Tokyo Dome. I think Tokyo Dome goes 60,000. I think they brought 30,000. I don't know what they're going to do now. They might have to go back to no crowds for the show again.
They might. And hopefully it doesn't start happening in this country again. But
because right now, you saw AEW, the crowd was hot. That's part of the show is the crowd.
And the show we're going to, Chris, it is full capacity and it is sold out.
Okay, do you know anything about the PA match requirements yet? Oh,
No.
This is on YouTube today?
Yeah.
Oh, I did not know this. Yeah, like I said, all the news sites are saying Bayley is out for 9 months. If anybody's ever torn an ACL, they know it's 9 months to at least a year. That means she'll be out for a while. Hey, enjoy the vacation, sweetie. You deserve it. Everybody's saying her and Sasha carried that women's division throughout the whole pandemic.
Yeah, they did.
They did, yeah. Being obnoxious pricks heels, and they were great at it.
And I thought one of the biggest injustices and stones in WrestleMania was not giving her a prominent match, making her just like interfere in some dumb.
Yeah, with the Bellas.
Right.
Now, somebody said on Twitter she would be perfect on commentary while healing. All your fault? This is all our fault? How's it your fault? Okay.
You didn't come over. You didn't let me come over to break your other ACL.
Yeah. But like I said, wouldn't Bayley be great for color commentary?
Bayley would be great for color commentary, and if they still had managers, he'd be great as a manager.
She's a great well, they're kind of doing that with Miz now, with him in the wheelchair and the drip stick.
And yeah, and one thing I ask you about, Althea, how stupid is it that they have the Miz in the middle of the ring in a wheelchair? How do you ever try to push anyone in a wheelchair?
What?
How are you going to get it through?
Yep.
Hold
on. No longer defending the title at Money in the Bank. Instead, she will be defender.
Or SmackDown Women's next Friday in Houston,
Texas, on the first live show. Oh, back in front of a crowd. Oh shit! This is what they did for Hell in a Cell when they moved Roman and Ray to the show.
All right.
Who's going to be? Who's it going to be? Who will be? Former SmackDown Women's Champion. It's going to be Carmella.
Yeah. Yep, she did win Money in the Bank. She actually won one over championship.
It is Carmella.
Yeah.
So it's going to be Bianca Belair versus Carmella. Well, we called that wrong.
Yeah. I thought maybe Carmella might be one, but it's kind of like who's left, you know?
Yeah. Thank God her boyfriend is still not on here, because he'd be spooging underneath his desk right now.
If you were
yes, I would. Corey Graves, you're a lucky, lucky man. You are a lucky, lucky man.
Yeah. I mean, Jim Ross talks about AEW being home of the Jags. I think he's got a better backfield than they do right now.
Big Cass, you're an asshole. Yeah, how'd you lose that?
Well, I mean, you don't know.
Well, again, he's doing 12-step right now, so.
Yeah.
So we got Bianca versus Carmella on SmackDown instead of the pay-per-view proper. So whoever wins the Money in the Bank, if it's a SmackDown for a SmackDown title, Bianca won't be there?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I got something in my eye. And I do love the color red. Now, look at the crowd in the in the Thunderdome.
Yeah.
But then again, they're told to do that.
The last weekend of the Walmart electronics section, and
well, from what I'm hearing from the sources I've been reading, is that they've been told to cheer and boo.
They probably just tell them to, kind of like when we go to live shows, they say, okay, they cheer like, and then they record it and play it when they want.
Here comes Bianca. Oh, no way, no. We might, whoa. Here's a monkey in the wrench. Gwen Stacy just showed up. But, sorry, comic book nerdum. Liv Morgan, who is getting a semi-push right now.
As long as it's not through a table. I don't know, you say Gwen Stacy, I say she looks more like Black Canary.
The headband's the Gwen Stacy thing.
Yeah.
But, did you hear what Ruby's new ring name is?
What?
Ruby Soho.
And where's she wrestling?
We don't know, because we don't know if she got the 90-day clause.
We might see her tomorrow.
We might see her tomorrow. We might see her at Slammiversary.
And I think I mentioned, I don't know if I mentioned it on the air or earlier in this episode, Ring of Honor is trying to bolster their women's division.
Didn't MLW just hire Dave Prazak?
Yes, they made an announcement of them doing that as well, but...
Liv's the replacement for Carmella and Money in the Bank. So now, I think Liv might win Money in the Bank? I like her. I think she's better off by herself instead of the Riot Squad always did. Even though they botched the whole Lana her thing big time.
Yeah.
Liv is a good worker. She's a very good worker. Carmella, I'm not very sold on. She's a good look. She's a fantastic look, but I never thought of her ring work as much.
It's not so much her ring work, it's more her personality and her promo.
Yeah, she puts, here we go, the ESC of WWE.
Yeah.
The hair whip. Look, it's Jaden Smith. Bianca Belair.
The Bianca Copter.
The Bianca Copter. But, like I said, next weekend is going to be interesting with who's going to show up at Slammiversary. Because I forgot, was it Murphy in the first round or second round of cuts? He was in the second round of cuts.
Yeah.
And even he said, did you see the video that Wrestle Talk put up about him?
On their last few episodes, what? Oh.
Almost somebody came out, yeah. I know, that was a stagehand.
Yeah. Picking up her microphone or something.
Yeah, but...
no, they, yeah.
Murphy's been watching Wrestle Talk for highlights because he can't even watch Raw
And
anymore.
all he keeps playing that clip is some show called Wrestle Talk or something like that, you know.
And I heard he's been watching these shows for clips and just to watch it because he thinks the general product sucks.
Yeah.
He's been outspoken about it since he left.
Well, I mean, the YouTube shows, Wrestle Talk and What Culture and Cultaholic and other channels, they basically showed in highlights, they showed in chunks, and they review it, you know. And so a lot of people, if you don't want to watch those matches, you can just get the highlights or the lowlights or...
Yeah. Well, like I said, who are you calling for on this one, Bianca or Carmella?
They're going to keep it with Bianca.
I think Vince has a soft spot in his heart for... well, then again, from what I'm hearing, Vince has been less and less showing up on here. It's Hunter's running these shows now. So I think Hunter has a soft spot for this because that's one of his quote-unquote kids.
Yeah.
And there's the Samoan Godfather. And his Jewish vizier. Is it vizier? Is it visor? He calls him wise man.
Yeah.
We may have a problem. It's Edge. Oh, God. It's Edge! Go back to that promo he did in One Night Stand. Oh, hide your wives and daughters. It's Edge!
I got 2 words for you. Matt friggin' Hardy.
I like how he almost did the V, and you saw Edge do the V1. I was like, that is fucking awesome. Anybody, there's 3 promos you gotta look up. It says this is the 10th anniversary of the Pipe Bomb. Pipe Bomb is still the primary you gotta watch. That is one of the best promos you've ever seen in your life. The other 2 are from Paul Heyman. The one he won with Vince in the ring.
Right, yeah.
On, was it 2001? And the other one on One Night Stand where he basically shot on JBL and Edge.
Yep.
And Eric Bischoff. I got a feeling he's going to win Money in the Bank, Seth Rollins.
And he'll catch it on
Roman? He's been dropping Roman's name out of his mouth lately.
And who did Seth catch it in on before?
Brock and Roman at WrestleMania.
Right.
Turned it into a triple threat match. The thing is, I like Claudio. I really do like Claudio. We've been following his career since CZW and Ring of Honor. And too bad Hero fucks up left and right, or else we'd see the Kings of Wrestling here.
Right.
Even though they wouldn't be called the Kings of Wrestling because to Vince, wrestling's a dirty word. Even though I've been hearing that word drop out of a lot of mouths here lately. Then again, I think that's a Hunter influence.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if they give it to Riddle.
God, Riddle.
Oh, and from what I heard, that
Riddle, he's more like Romero than Riddle.
Romero. He's really more like Reagan.
Washington, D.C., wait a minute.
Philadelphia, Hershey, Columbus, Cincinnati. That means they're going to be down, what's the Verizon Center now called?
Capital One Arena.
Is it going to be a Raw or SmackDown?
Guess it depends what day they're there.
The thing is, I found this out going to these big shows. I'd rather stay at home because it's cheaper just to eat at home and drink at home than buy, and you don't have to. If I had my niece's kids, I would have to buy the merch. You know, you got to think of it economically.
Well,
yeah.
Yeah, but we're going tomorrow. I'll probably buy a poop load of merch, but I don't have any kids, so yeah.
I don't have any kids. I know of them, but I live in a house full of kids. But since I'm going in blind, and you know who's going to be there selling DVDs that I'm going to stay far the fuck away from.
Well, we don't know that for sure, but it's very possible.
That's very possible. But if he's there, I won't go near him. If Smart Mark Video's there, I might get something. Or if who does the shoot interviews also? I forgot who.
Kayfabe commentary.
Kayfabe. If they get the U shoots, if there's any U shoots there, I would pick one up because I haven't. Those things are awesome.
They do a really good job. Huh?
Did you ever watch the Dixie Carter one?
I think I've seen a few clips of it.
Did you hear who invaded the Dixie Carter one?
Jim Cornette.
And he lambasted her about the whole Vince Russo hiring and firing and bringing him back again. He says, why do you keep on hiring, firing, rehiring, firing? What does he call it? His shit stain? He calls him shit stain?
Yeah. And I think he also asked her, said, so what do you think went wrong with TNA and why did you, or something?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And one of the best shoot interviews I saw was with Tammy.
Yeah.
Tammy's a wealth of knowledge, and too bad she's up for parole again.
Kayfabe definitely got her, during her sober moments.
Yeah, during sober moments. The one I want to see is Kong.
I've seen a few clips of the Kong one, and she was good.
She talks about the whole Bubba the Love Sponge thing. If you remember that.
Right.
For those who don't know, when Hogan, and this is when Hogan first came there, and they tried they moved the show to Monday night to challenge Monday Night Raw, which was a mistake.
Right.
They had the Nasty Boys there. They had Hogan there. Bubba the Love Sponge, who was Hogan's buddy at the time, was there. Bubba made an off-color comment about the Haiti earthquake. Apparently, Kia Stevens has Haitian relatives. And didn't take kindly, and Bubba made another off-color comment about Haiti there in her face. And Kong knocked him on his ass with a straight punch. Who's this? No way. She get me caught up now?
Who is
That's
it?
Tony Storm.
Right, I know who it is, but
Tony Storm. They think,
forget where people can't see what we're seeing.
We're seeing a video package of Tony Storm. Right now, she's got a match next week on NXT against Saray. So they're bringing Tony Storm up. They're really desperate for women, aren't they?
Yep.
They're gutting that fucking roster. So we're going to see the new crop of women coming up. We'll see if they're any good.
Yep.
Like I said, they know how to book women. Oh, really? For those who don't know, Kevin Owens is doing color commentary during this match against Seth Rollins against Cesaro. This is the battle of ROH. You know that, right?
Pretty much.
Because you got Kevin Steen, Tyler Black, and Claudio Castagnoli. Which, in 2007, this would be a fantastic match.
Right. Well, 2021, they do have fantastic matches, but...
Yeah, he won the Andre the Giant Battle Royal, and where did he go with that for 2 years?
Yeah.
Until he main evented, 2 pay-per-views ago?
Yep.
Or last pay-per-view? No, he main evented 2 pay-per-views ago at, what was it, Clash? Backlash. Excuse me, WrestleMania. Backlash.
Or going to call this episode of the show before the Jimmy Uso thing. I was going to call it Dundalk Heritage Fair Backlash.
Yeah, I'll talk to you off of the air about that.
But
this is okay. I got some surprises here. I'm pleasantly surprised with the call-ups right now. It seems like they're in desperate mode. Does it seem to you?
I don't know. It's hard to say. And it's kind of interesting they're doing all this because aren't they supposed to have the draft coming up soon?
That's right, in September. That's why they're doing the call-ups, I think, now. So it'd be interesting because Tegan went after Candice, and I think we're going to have Tegan versus Candice this Tuesday night on NXT. Oh, matter of fact, I'm going to try to bring up the Slammiversary card because they have an Ultimate X match, which I was never a fan of those matches. Were you?
I liked the X Division. What I didn't like about that, I thought that Hexagon ring was stupid that they had.
Well, even Hogan said it was when Hogan came in and changed everything. But I'm going to try, like I said, I'm going to try to find the card here. Excuse me, gents, I'm going to try to go to Wikipedia with my voice thing.
Oh, boy. Grumpy old man.
Yeah, I'm a grumpy old man. Slammiversary 2021 Wikipedia card. Let's see, when it come up, Wikipedia. Go there. Here's the card for this year.
You could have silenced searched that, by the way, Chris.
I know, but here's the matches so far. We're going to have multi-clusterfuck matches in this. We're going to have Eddie Edwards versus what used to be Big Cass.
Right.
Do you think Big Cass is going to win? They're making him a monster heel right now.
Right. They probably will. It'll probably either that or he'll lose by DQ or something. But
that's going to start the show. Then we're going to Fire and Flavor putting the Knockouts Tag Team titles against Havoc and Rosemary.
Okay.
Team Horror, as I like to call them.
Wow.
Who are you calling that one? Fire and Flavor or Team Horror?
Horror.
Well,
although you're saying there may be a split between the
Team Horror,
the horror movie hosts, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Then we have a four-way for the tag titles. Violent by Design, which is they're doing the Freebird rule. It's either going to be Eric Young, Joe Diener, Joe Doring, or and Rhino. Any two of those four.
Which, by the way, we'll probably also see in MLW tomorrow night with L.A. Park and his two sons.
Who's that? Eric Young, or Rhino, or Joe Doring, or Diener?
What the hell are you talking about?
Oh, well, I'm talking about Slammiversary.
Oh.
Versus Rich Swann, Willie Mack versus Perkins, and Fella Bob versus the Good Brothers. Good Brothers?
Probably.
Give them back the belts. Then we have Deanna Purrazzo putting the Knockouts title on the line against a to-be-determined opponent. To be announced. I still say it's going to be Chelsea Green.
Okay.
And we're going to see her back as Laura Van Ness. That's the crazy smeared lipstick. Then we have the Ultimate X, which is Josh Alexander versus Petey Williams versus Dre Miguel versus Ace Austin versus Rohit Raju versus Chris Bay.
Jesus Christ, they have enough room in the damn ring?
Yeah. And they're going to have it in front of a crowd at the Nashville studio.
Now, is this all going to be at once, or is this like a gauntlet kind of?
No, this is Ultimate X.
Oh, jeez.
It's a clusterfuck match where the title's going to be hanging from the crossbars and all that shit.
Okay.
So I say Josh is going to win because didn't Austin Aries invent Option C for that belt? Which he could cash it in for a world title shot.
Okay.
Then we have Omega versus Callahan, and you're saying Omega's going to keep it?
Well, with his injury status, you might see Callahan get it.
They're building Callahan to be the monster. He's kind of a prickish babyface.
Yeah. Well, we saw that in MLW against Jim Cornette.
Yeah, against Jim Cornette. And from what I've been hearing on the highlights I read, Kimberly and Susan went to talk to Jim Mitchell. We might see a return of Sue Young.
Okay.
Because Kimberly wants Sue Young back, so they could be something in that company.
Right.
Because Susan, let's face it, the Susan character, they're making fun of Karens. She's a Karen.
Yeah.
And I could see Sue Young maybe after this pay-per-view come back.
Right.
For the crowd pop.
Okay.
But after that, that's the basic card. It's a 7-match card. I don't think they're going to run from 8 to 11 on Saturday right before Money in the Bank, which I'll probably get a better show than Money in the Bank. And
it won't take a lot. But.
It won't take a lot at all. Because we don't know how much filler they're going to have because of the Jimmy Uso thing and them scrambling for the Bayley thing.
Because it gets to the point with WWE, I kind of feel like, I mean, we call ourselves Grumpy Old Man, we compare ourselves to Lemon and Mathow's characters. To me, I feel like we're more like Waldorf and Statler.
Yes, we are.
Why do we always come here?
I will never know.
It's like a kind of torture. That's what show. Oh, boy.
I'm waiting for Fozzie Bear. Well, then again, didn't they have the Muppets on here at one time?
They might have.
They have. And remember Jake Hager lost to a Muppet. What was his character's name here? The All-American. I forgot.
Yeah.
The We the People thing.
Yeah.
On his way out, he lost to Beaker. He lost to a fucking... He actually lost to a fucking Muppet. That's the last time you saw him there.
Well, I mean, Alexa Bliss has one as a tag partner now, so I mean...
I honestly think Vince saw the movie Annabelle.
Oh.
On one of the TV channel screens, there's a platinum blonde. Don't that look like Angelina Love?
Where?
When they do a wide shot.
Okay.
They do a wide shot and you see them. I'm going to be glad when they go back in front of live crowds again.
I don't know. A lot of people... I don't know. There are a lot of people who praise this concept. I mean, they have this one...
It's award-winning.
This YouTuber named Cinema Girl who didn't like the lighting for MLW or AEW or any of the other indie companies because he thought it was too dark and all, but he liked this because it was...
Cutting edge.
Yeah.
Well, you can't...
They ripped it off with the NBA. They did that stuff during their bubble.
When it comes to other companies, nobody matches the production style of this company.
Yeah.
They're top notch. They're still one of the top notches in the world. And by the way, somehow there's been a couple of pictures of Bayley before the leg injury showing up in an NWO shirt. She would have been perfect for the NWO.
I agree. Yeah.
Speaking of which, did you see what Ray's pitching? Rey Mysterio's pitching.
No.
Return of the LWO.
I heard something about that.
And there's a picture of Ray and Dominic wearing LWO shirts.
See, I mean, with Eddie not being around, though, that's kind of disrespectful.
And what, you're going to have Humberto and Angel Garza? That's it? That's your only, in the Lucha House Party?
Oh, God.
That's your Latinos right there. And Damian Priest. And Damian Priest is going to be your centerpiece of that group. And again, I don't think Vince likes factions at all. Like AEW, where everybody has a faction.
He doesn't like factions. He doesn't like tag teams. He doesn't
like managers.
He doesn't like managers. He doesn't like wrestling.
He wants to be. Somebody said years ago that he's the P.T. Barnum of modern day. Do you believe that? And
he may have been at one time, but...
And what did P.T. Barnum say? There's one born every minute.
He's trying to be Walt Disney. He thinks he's Walt Disney or Stan Lee now, so it's like...
Well, he's 75 years old, and the mind isn't what it used to be, I don't think.
Well, it will be eventually, because he'll probably sell it to the Cock or the Disney or the...
Hulu or something,
yeah.
Do you honestly think he'll sell it instead of giving it to the kids?
Yeah. Probably what will happen is probably the kids will sell it, under him because he won't be competent.
I don't think he's competent now.
No, but I'm saying he may lose control or stock. They'll sell it because the stockholders will like that.
Well, with the ratings going to shitter, that means I haven't heard of the investors meeting lately, so I don't know. Oh, here we go. Oh, nice burning hammer. But I thought we were going to see the UFO. We haven't seen the UFO since Mania.
Right. Well, it's still early.
But the investors are probably not happy with the ratings. The stock's probably tanking right now.
The network is not happy.
Yeah. when it looks like AEW, who we said this on the last show, didn't even record profit because they're sinking money into their video games division. They didn't even record profit. It's doing better than they are in probably. If AEW became publicly traded, do you think they would do better than this?
I don't see how they. I don't know. It's hard to say with AEW.
It's hard to say with the stock market too because you can't predict the stock market.
I really don't see them being publicly traded for a while. Number one, I don't think they're enough of a commodity, and number two, I don't think the Khan family want to give that up.
No, especially what's Tony's what is it, Shere Khan? I don't mean as a joke. I don't know what his father's name is. His father is basically the owner of the company, but Tony runs it.
Right.
And Tony's a fans first guy, I think. Where Vince is, it's all about me. You think so?
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Especially how they book the shows.
Yeah, Tony tries to book it for the fans.
He booked it as a mark.
Yeah, he is a mark.
Yeah.
Okay, would you say the same as Billy Corgan?
To a different degree, I'd say yeah.
Because Billy is respectful of the old school. He knows his history. He really knows his history. Because what has Camille been calling the women's title?
The Mildred Burke.
The Burke. What is Aldis calling the world title?
The 10 pounds of gold.
Charlotte. Sweet Charlotte. Because that's the NWA was for a while based in Charlotte.
Yeah, yeah.
He is a student of the game. He knows his history. He knows where everything is. I see nothing wrong Billy Corgan's been doing.
No, I couldn't agree more.
Okay. Do you see them well, he's doing joint ventures with AAA right now. With, what was it called? The Revolution?
Yeah.
With Beast. I didn't know Beastie 666 was Damien 666's
Yeah, I
son.
found that out. Yeah,
I found that out just like you over the week. And
that only feel like a grumpy old man because I remember seeing Damien 666 in ECW. But anyway.
What was Damien 666's gimmick? You call a wrestler's name, he would do their gimmick.
Yeah, kind of like the Young Bucks.
Because remember somebody called out Hogan's name out in ECW. He cupped his ear and did a leg drop. And somebody said Sabu. He kept on pointing to the sky.
And I think we were at the show where him and his partner at the time came out and Sabu beat the shit out of both.
Yeah, we were. Yeah. Like I said, I can't wait for tomorrow because to me it's going to be a breath of fresh air because I'm going in blind. And you'll
probably know more people than you realize when you get there. You'll be like, "Oh no, shit, he's here."
Okay, well, who's the guy who faced Callahan in Grumpy Old Mania?
Oh, that was Lance Warner.
Lance Warner.
Yeah.
I've seen.
He's in GCW now.
He jumped ship, really.
He's been there for quite a while, actually.
Okay, I honestly think Lauderdale has taken over the hardcore niche up in Jersey because of CCW. I think they've gone south.
CCW had gone south anyway. I mean,
well, before the allegations, of DJ and Maven. I went to the show. I went there mostly for the Hall of Fame because you know who got inducted to the Hall of Fame that show that night I went to? Mephisto and Messiah and one of the Ratchies, Adam Flash. Adam Flash went in.
Okay.
And so did Nick Burke. You know, the names we're familiar with.
Right.
I went there and see a bunch of young faces, and I didn't know who was fucking who.
Yep.
And Lance Mercer did the hardcore match against Jimmy Lloyd.
Right.
And Jimmy Lloyd's working GCW also. Are we going to see a simple... What is it? The most deadly...
Devastating move in all of professional
wrestling, the roll-up. I will say this, McAfee is very animated behind the desk because you see him standing a lot.
Yeah.
He's very animated and very impassioned about this. Matter of fact, McAfee was the one who broke about Bayley on his show today.
Right.
About the injury. And everybody's like, oh, McAfee... Because McAfee's in the know right now. Do they still do hardcore matches like we saw with Callahan and Mercer?
Sometimes they do, yeah. And I think part of That's one thing about their, I think it's the Battle Riot, I think they're calling it.
Is that like a Royal Rumble thing?
It's a Royal Rumble thing, but I think he was, oh, that's weird.
The turnbuckle got let loose. He did almost do a George Animal Steel thing.
Well, it's kind of, from what I read, it's similar to, if you remember the old Royal Rumble arcade game where you can eliminate people by submitting them or pinning them also. Yeah. They have that going on in the Battle Riot.
Oh, we're going to get the neutralizer. The Scotch neutralizer. Nope. Oh, not. Like I said, I always liked Claudio. Yeah. I always did like Claudio. I'll still call him Claudio. And do you know who Claudio's going out with?
Who?
Sarah Del Rey.
Oh, no shit.
He's going out with the head teacher of their school right now at the Performance Center. And with the breakout tournament coming up starting this week on NXT, I'm hoping Joe Gacy goes far. I was at a CCW show, and Joe was in the ring, and I'm standing next to Joe's mother, watching her baby boy. And you couldn't see a mother more prouder.
Nice.
You couldn't see a mother more prouder. And he was doing a hardcore match. He was doing a death match, and his mother was like worried about her boy, but you could see her proud of her son doing something that he loved. The Ric Flair pin. We almost saw a Ric Flair pin. But, Cesaro's busted open.
Yeah, his head went into the turnbuckle.
He did it the hard way. Wait a minute, we're juicing on WWE, and I think he got busted open the hard way. And the gloves are coming on. Then again, look at Rollins' back. Rollins has got a couple marks on his back from this match, too. How do you like this version of Rollins compared to the Monday Night Messiah with Rollins?
I like this version better.
He's more vicious?
He's more vicious and he's just more nuts.
Yeah. Now, going to AEW, who's the heel in the Nyla Rose-Britt Baker feud?
I think eventually Nyla is supposed to be, but yeah, it's hard to say.
Do you think after that hardcore match that Britt Baker kind of doing the female Stone Cold thing now, being an asshole but being cheered?
Right, yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Because remember, during WrestleMania 13, it was like a switch. Brett went heel and Austin went face.
Mm-hmm.
So, are we going to get that in 2 weeks? Is it the title shot?
I honestly don't think. I think it'd be very difficult to ever make Nyla Rose a babyface.
Yeah.
So many things going just the way
throwing the cheeseburgers around.
Her style is, and plus some people,
and especially
some controversy about her being a her. Okay, I'll leave it at that.
And who she associated with? Excuse me.
Yeah, I mean, ooh, that
is a vicious, nasty DDT on the rampway.
Yep.
Okay, is he going to take a count out? Are we up to 9? No! Oh, he is bleeding bad. That ain't a play job. He got hit. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, he did face first in a turnbuckle. Nope. Are we going to see a sharpshooter? Oh, this match is actually pretty good.
I don't think I've ever seen these two have a bad match with each other.
Stop. That's it. He's done. 1, 2, 3. And Claudio is just bleeding, I wouldn't say buckets, cups right now. Me and you have seen bleeding buckets in CCW. Tournaments. Yeah. Do you see, GCW is a touring company now. Do you see them expanding even more for the niche fans out there?
It's hard to say. Probably, I mean, where do they usually hold their shows? I mean, they even have
small bingo halls.
Yeah,
they're drawing 50 people, you know.
And I mean, they even call some of their pay-per-views Outlaw Mud shows now.
That's what the last one was called.
And in fact, it was funny. Our favorite tennis racket swinging commentator mentioned that he was possibly thinking of suing them because they had mentioned in their program they said his show is going to be so out there that you might see Jim Cornette give us some shit.
Yeah.
So.
Well, Cornette hates hardcore wrestling.
Oh yeah,
again, he's the old man yelling at the sky.
Right.
I think he's always been the old man yelling at the sky. He's 58 years old. He's so set in his ways. I don't think he want to bend or break and look on anything modern at all.
Well, I wouldn't go that far. I think what it is, he thinks hardcore fans is like, and I agree with him on this point. He thinks hardcore fans have numbed their fan base, where it gets to the point where it's like, okay, you went through tables, alright, now what? You're going through light tubes, okay, now what? Tables and light tubes, okay. Tables, light tubes, and fire. Oh, now what?
Weed whackers.
Yeah, weed whackers. What's next? Oh, somebody on the top of Mondawmin Mall with a machine gun. I mean, come on. It's just...
Well, what was the crazy... Okay, of all these CZW shows me and you have went, what was the craziest bump you ever saw?
Ooh, probably when... I wasn't at this show, but I had it was a Tournament of Death. It was that guy who's supposed to be like Val Venus who...
Oh, Sexy Eddie.
Yeah.
Oh, when he was... when he cut his arm open and he was actually sweating the blood. It was...
Then, or I didn't see it until the Dark Side of the Ring with Nick Gage dying.
Nick Gage died. No, the one that did it for me was it Man Pondo?
Yeah.
No, not Pondo. Sick Nick Pondo and Zandig off the top of that building through the truck full of light tubes.
Jesus Christ.
Remember? No, it went off tables, light tubes, and went to the ground. And they fell all the way to the ground.
Oh, wait a minute. No, I got a better CCW bump.
What's that?
The Monkeys on Fire.
You were there. I wasn't. You were there because that was Easter weekend because I couldn't go because I was going to my christening the next day. Oh, yeah, I remember that. Yeah, you told me about that. And the late Trent Acid was there. He says the boss is going to be pissed. Remember the...
yeah. Well, no, the show I was at, actually, it was the one where he cut his elbow open to, like, where you could see tendons and...
Yeah, I wasn't at that
That
show.
was the most disgusting thing I'd ever seen in a wrestling show.
We'll talk about this off the air.
Right.
Yeah,
Chris is having a nerdgasm. They're showing commercials for Loki as we're watching this, but anyway.
we're having the big reveal next week, so...
Yeah.
But, it's the CZW, I think they're done. I honestly think they're done. The new logo... have you seen the new logo?
Yeah.
They got rid of the barbed wire. It looks like a steel plate now. It's like... I showed it to our mutual friend Bev, and she says, I won't watch that product anymore.
Oh, okay. Well, that's funny you mentioned that because they are in negotiations, allegedly, of trying to get a card in our home state of Maryland,
Which is as watered down as they are now. I wouldn't be surprised if they did.
Right. It would have to severely water it down.
They're watered down now.
It would have to. I mean, it could be watered down enough that John Cena could make an appearance there. That's how watered down I think.
When the promotion I kind of worked for, RCW, had their first show, we had Drake Younger down here defend the CZW World Title.
Right.
Against a Japanese tout. I forgot the guy's name. They brought him in over from Big Japan, but they did a regulation match because it's in Maryland.
Right.
This is before I knew Drake Younger was a complete psychopath. We're waiting for him. He's gone further off the rails. Yeah. We're thinking about him being on top of a building shooting people.
Right.
Yeah. But what the fuck is this?
It's a beer commercial.
I don't.
She opens a beer to get a boring night with her folks so she can hang out with her friends in a campfire.
At a fire pit, yeah.
Yeah.
I want nuggets. But
You got chicken tenders.
I did, yeah. Oh, good. but
Did you pour 20 on the way here?
no. Dude, I haven't done that in a while.
Okay, yeah, all right.
But no. Speaking of 420.
No, it's just 40.
40. Yeah, 40. They're going to jump Edge and beat him up?
Yeah, okay.
He ain't there. He's not there. Ooh.
Here, man.
No. Should we start the chants up of what we said towards Scott Hall? Just say no on Betty Ford.
Oh, man.
Oh! Speaking of which, when I see Kayla Braxton,
Yeah.
did you see the photo that Trish Stratus put out today?
No.
45 years old, 2 kids in a bikini. looks phenomenal.
Trish Stratus? Of
Trish
course.
Stratus. And you know what Caleb Braxton said? Oh my dear Lord. Because those who don't know, Kayla came out. She's bisexual.
Right.
And I think she got turned on.
Well, one thing, when I think of Trish Stratus, I think of, well, another establishment we went to in Philadelphia besides the 2300 Arena.
Oh.
I'm not sure if you were, this was a night that you went with me and Darren or not, but there was an exotic dancer who
This is
was
the
a
place
striking...
you took me to. This is the place you took me to for my birthday.
Right.
Yes.
I don't know if this was the same night, but there was a dancer who resembled very strongly Miss Trish Stratus.
Who's the shadow in the background?
We're gonna find out.
Oh, we just saw Michael Hayes. We just saw Michael Hayes.
Oh God.
Oh, Michael Hayes ducked out of there quick, didn't he?
Yep.
It's Roman. You can see by the belt.
Yeah. Roman's doing another promo behind.
Yeah, behind in the shadows. Or then again, he might come out of the shadows after hearing a promo. Oh, behind Seth Rollins' edge. Definitely going to download this and watch this from Sunday.
Okay.
But so I can good listen to. But what were we talking about before all this? Oh, about Caleb. Going to Caleb Braxton. What did we talk about? I lost track.
Trish Stratus.
Trish Stratus. Trish Stratus is a fitness nut. We know she's a fitness
Well,
nut.
she was a fitness model.
Fitness model, yeah. If I can find the picture, I know I have it on somewhere. Because they put this on Twitter, and she went and she looked phenomenal.
All right. Well, I mean, okay, yeah, Yippee-ki-yay.
But could she? I think she's done. She's almost 50. She ain't gonna come back.
Well, that don't mean anything. I don't think she wants to come back, but
Yeah.
she could.
She's being mom. She's being mom.
Mm-hmm.
But how do you like Otis's new look?
I think it works for him as far as making him a heel.
That was last month. They just cut his hair too.
Oh, I know that, but I'm just saying. Yeah, no, he looks. I don't know. He looks like the Blob from the X-Men.
Yeah. I will say this again. You make fun of some of the smaller size guys, like you. Les Thatcher, Timothy Thatcher, I do not want to meet in a bar at all, because he's a scary, scary looking man.
Right. Oh no, I know he's a great wrestler.
He's a great wrestler. The match, like I said, him and Ciampa versus MSK was really good, but I hated the finish.
Yeah.
Does he look like he's brainwashed or something?
It's just his beady eyes. No, he's a monster. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, as a babyface, I always thought he was creepy, but Imean, he did it to make him a lovable oaf. Now he's just.
Now, was Tucker in the second round or the first round of cuts? If Tucker's the first round, you could see him showing up at Slammiversary.
Maybe.
Because right now, the only monsters they have in Impact are W. Morrissey, Moose, and Fulton.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the only big guys they really have. The rest of them are guys our size. So, who do you think should be perfect in Impact if they show up Saturday? What do they need size-wise?
They need some horses.
They only have 3. Look at AEW. There's a limited supply on that too. There. Because what do you got? You got Wardlow, Hager, and
AEW needs adult-sized wrestlers. Never mind horses. Okay, I mean.
Well, you got Wardlow, you got Hager, you got Archer, and who else? That's it.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, I don't know, Powerhouse from
Powerhouse
Impact,
Hobbs.
Yeah.
Oh, Cage.
Cage, yeah.
Now, what did you think of Starks' promo Wednesday night? Did he go heel on the heels?
It's hard to say.
I think he went heel on the heels. That promo basically.
But I think if they turn babyface, it'll just be Cage. I don't think it's going to be Taz or
Because the
or
promo on Taz, he basically ripped into Taz.
Right.
And you don't do that. It's your. I didn't understand that booking whatsoever.
Welcome to AEW Dynamite.
Well, the bookie's less schizophrenic than what we're seeing on Friday and Monday nights.
It's Wednesday night. I'm mistaken for the company I worked for 30 years. You know what that means?
Oh, what did you think when he said at the end of the Jacksonville era, WWE Dynamite?
That's the second time he did that. Hey, it happens. You know
And he
what?
called Kenny Omega WWE champion.
Hey.
Kenny Omega would like that in his wettest dreams right now.
I mean, he does have other companies' belts besides AEW, but I mean, I don't think he would have had that.
That's the one thing I noticed Wednesday night. He hasn't brought out the other belts. He's just bringing out the AEW belt. You notice that?
Yeah, it's because he's probably giving those up.
You actually think Callahan's going to win that belt next Saturday?
Probably.
It'd be
He's probably
interesting.
going to eventually give all of those up.
Yeah. We're going to see. We will see. Wow.
We'll see Callahan. I think we'll see some Cowboys shit in the future too.
What was the whole cowboy shit chant? I forgot where that came from.
I think it was from a promo he did early in the company.
Yeah, when he was with the Elite.
Yeah.
I like him better with Dark Order. Honestly, Uno is a great great voice man, a great talker for Paige.
Yeah.
What do you think?
He's all right. I mean, I don't know. They're too indie-rific for me. I mean, it kind of grew on me a little bit as far as after Brody Lee died and all that. Like everybody.
They're going to be faces the rest of their career because of Brody.
Yeah.
But I'm not sold on 10. Stu Grayson's the best one of the bunch, I think.
Yeah.
I was never a fan of Colt Cabana. The Beaver Boys, they're there. Johnny Hungry, don't give a shit.
Right.
Alex Silver didn't give it. Alex Reynolds didn't give a shit. I remember them. I remember when John Silver was CCW champion,
Right.
and he was feuding with Alex Reynolds. Because what's this? What's this? Is this back for the Back to the Road thing?
Yeah.
The fans, yeah. This is back where the fans are back, yeah. Now, I don't know about ticket sales. I know AEW's been selling out like crazy. Do you think they're going to have sellout houses where they're going?
It's hard to say.
Because we've been in our houses for so long, people are antsy to go out and do anything.
I think you will initially, but I mean, I don't see. Because if you remember before the pandemic,
They were
Raw
covered off.
SmackDowns, yeah, they were. That's probably what they'll wind up
They
doing.
did the old WCW thing in tarp off areas that weren't selling.
They did that, I think, a couple shows here.
Is this a four-way? Big E
Next
versus
Friday.
Cohen's? Four-way fatal four-way match. What for what? Just a tune-up match before Money in the Bank? That's booking I don't understand. What's the purpose of this?
Yeah. They just want to recycle the matches over and over. It's, I don't know.
We'll see. We'll see how the crowd is. A crowd that Vince can't control. We'll see how that crowd is Friday night.
Yeah.
We'll see how Raw is that Monday
Well, I
night.
mean, there was one live show this year with a crowd, WrestleMania. I mean, did you see any?
Backlash?
Yeah, any crowd?
That was mostly the Mark WWE Mark crowd, you know?
Yeah. Well, that's probably what you'll get at these shows. It'll be like AEW.
It's going to be a niche fan base.
Right.
But Vince wants that casual fan back. Right now, it's not going to happen.
No, because you don't have anybody that you can market for, like, network TV or anything like that. You know?
True.
You don't have your Stone Cold. You don't have your Hulk Hogan's.
You don't have your Rock. You don't have Cena, because from what I told you earlier, Cena's going to be working a movie, and it's going to be around the time SummerSlam happens. It was supposed to be Cena versus Roman at SummerSlam, and we remember those series of promos the last time they faced each other, where Cena's like, "Step aside, son. I'm going to show you how a promo is really done," and he wasted Roman on a promo. That's how you're supposed to do it. And I saw Cena, the actor, 2 weeks ago in Fast and Furious 9. He's a good actor, not a good action guy.
I'm curious how he's going to be in that upcoming Suicide Squad movie where
I'm going to see that regardless, yeah.
he's the peacemaker.
Yeah. Did you see the Red Band trailers for it yet?
No.
Oh, he's swearing like a sailor in that one.
Yeah.
Well, who's coming out? Who's coming out?
You know, nobody's calling out.
Roman?
Yeah.
Oh, and Roman is slowly getting out of his easy. He should have a throne or something, not just a chair like that.
He probably will eventually. Why don't he keep saying he's ahead of the table? Why don't they give him a table?
He's always sitting down.
Give him a big banquet table.
Now, this is going to be interesting. This is going to be very interesting. I don't care about the Gold Cup. They're showing ads for a Gold Cup. I'm not a soccer fan.
Yeah. You're a loss.
Yeah, it's a boring game to me. Sorry, international fans. Sorry, international fans.
Yeah.
Do we see the Jimmy Uso beat down tonight, or are we going to wait until?
It'll probably be next week.
Next week in front of a crowd, or at Money in the Bank. Before a bigger crowd, before a bigger stage.
Yeah.
Because if they do fire Jimmy, you know they're going to take it out on her. Where she's going to eat tables for like 9 weeks. Because I listened to Atlanta on Talk is Jericho.
Yeah.
They were supposed to do a big table spot in Survivor Series with her and Nia. Guess who put a poo-poo on that?
Vince.
We just know. We just saw her walk out to the ring.
Oh, okay.
Because remember, Drew and Roman were supposed to did the table spot.
Ah.
So again, Vince has that loyalty thing, you
Right.
know.
Well, it's an old school wrestling thing where you don't want them to have like 2 matches with the same kind of thing. But that doesn't stop AEW. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, with the table spots we saw with the street fight.
Yeah.
Again, who do you see toppling the Young Bucks right now? Right now they're in the middle of it looks like the Death Triangle.
Yeah, it'll probably be some form of the Death Triangle. I'd say.
Until Phoenix comes back.
Yeah.
Because you even said it, Bucks versus.
I think it'll be probably be Penta and
Kingston.
Yeah, probably Penta and Kingston.
I like to see Kingston win a belt. Remember, he was Chikara's champion for a while. And I remember when he showed up at a Ring of Honor pay-per-view with Chikara belt and cussing up a store. I mean, remember, Chikara is a family-friendly company. Mm-hmm. I bet you he got ripped into by that. Who runs Chikara? Shit.
Was it Quackenbush?
Quackenbush and Flaming Reckless Youth. And here come the Usos. Look at Roman's expression. The network isn't happy. I think Roman wanted to come out by himself. Like I said, ladies and germs, we're watching SmackDown as we're doing this, and we're giving you the good, the bad, and pretty much all the ugly.
Yeah. Boys happy hours in 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's true, yeah. This is the straightest we've ever seen Jimmy Uso. Oh, no, you couldn't do that, no.
Yeah,
cheers! or was it in German? Prost. I wouldn't be surprised. Don't let Jimmy Uso anywhere near Ireland or Germany right now. Or even Russia.
Right.
Is he going to let the family go in?
Well, we see the new Head of the Table t-shirt, which is now available on
WWEshop.com. Oh, did you see Alistair's shirt? He's already marketing your AEW shirt.
Oh, no kidding.
Fakes are all snakes.
Yeah, okay, so let's talk about that. And this will be the last thing, because we got to wrap things up.
Yeah.
Were you surprised that he came this soon?
Well, with the botch with the contract, yes. I did not know he was still under his NXT contract with the 30-day rule.
Right, so, I mean, his contract had expired. You would thought it would have been like a 90-day thing.
No, that was a clerical error in the WWE. Or was it?
Yeah.
Now, Thea Trinidad, his wife, Selena Vega, which we didn't see tonight, we're getting a hockey fight, said on Twitter, I'm proud, I've never been so proud.
Right.
She didn't mention names, but you know Vince is monitoring this shit. And you know Vince is going to, who's coming out? The Mysterios?
Yep.
The Mysterios are helping Edge?
Yeah.
And we got the Mysterios taking out... Oh, this is the beatdown of Jay and Jimmy. Okay.
Although, I don't know, it looked like they were beating up on...
On the Mysterios?
Yeah.
So, are the Mysterios still tag champs? I can't remember.
I forget. I think...
It's hard to keep track on these. Jimmy just got low blowed with a chair. And it's just saying, you know what it is? It's family taking care of family.
Right.
And since I saw Fast 9, I couldn't get rid of the fucking Vin Diesel memes all over the place on Facebook. But who had a better opener? Was it Aleister Black or Andrade?
Oh, Black by far.
Black by far?
Yeah. Not even close.
That crowd popped. And I mean popped when he came out.
Mainly because people knew more... they had more of a heads up about Andrade. But...
Oh, Jimmy's going to eat the 619, or is he? Or both of them are going to eat the 619.
Looks like it's going to be a 12:38. And it was.
Yep. And he ate a spear. No, Jay ate the spear. Jimmy rolled out. So who's getting the punishment here?
I think this was written before all the...
Yeah. Here's the thing.
Controversy happened.
Everybody's debuts at AEW goes after Cody. First thing. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Do you see who would be a perfect match against Aleister in AEW?
Darby.
Darby would be good. Kenny be good.
Trying to think of somebody would be... I don't know about Kenny.
Hangman.
Actually, a dream match would be Pockets.
Yeah, because you want to see Black Mass hit his head right
Oh,
off.
yeah. I'd like to see a Black Mass. I'd like to see a whole semester Catholic school on that bits. Yeah.
Look at the eyes. Look at the eyes.
Yeah.
Where's Jimmy? That's Jay, right? Where's Jimmy?
Oh, Jimmy's knocked out and Roman's walking away and letting him...
His eyes are crossing. His eyes are fucking crossing.
He's blacking out. So
which would you give this SmackDown that we've seen so far tonight? With the two surprises.
I would give it maybe a 2.5 chicken tenders out of 5.
Or what they call it, Russell talk, a smack in the middle.
Yeah.
But I see big things if they give him enough freedom in AEW. I know Al. Did you see the video he released before he debuted?
Yeah.
The mini movie that was fantastic, by the way.
Yeah.
And you notice how many years in an asylum he was in? 5. How long he was in WWE? 5. So he made fun of that. And what about the Britt Baker comment? I didn't get the whole Saudi Arabia thing. That came out of the blue.
Basically, he said the reason... basically, Tony Khan is getting blood money from Vicky Guerrero for getting Andrade over,
Yeah.
And said next thing you know, you can take that money, you can spend it on a show in Saudi Arabia. So
Ooh.
basically, it was like you saying, I'm making your company money, Khan, you're not investing in me properly, but you're taking favors from Vicky Guerrero.
Vicky Guerrero,
yeah.
Excuse me. So, if Selena didn't show up here, she would have been perfect for Andrade. He's getting her arm Sam in the worst way. Oh, we're going to get both of them. Are we going to see him go across? Look at the eyes. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just enjoying this right now because Jimmy Uso is getting something out in his mouth other than a beer.
Well,
He's getting the bar.
Yeah. The bar has been set.
Again? I get he's like trading cross faces between Jay and Jimmy. So Edge and the family against Roman and the family. Are we going to get a 6-man next week in front of the crowd?
Most likely.
With Roman leaving the cousins. Anything else you want to add on this 2-hour marathon show?
No, just add your socials nobody gives a shit about.
Christopher James Filato on Facebook, at C Filato on Twitter.
Okay. Alright, thank you for joining us.
Sorry for us being scattered all over the place.
Well, that's part of the course with us.
Yeah.
Next week we'll talk about any news that happens between now and 2 weeks, and of course, without giving any spoilers, because you cheap bastards have to watch Spike's TV to find out the results of the matches. We'll tell you about our experience at the MLW taping.
See ya!
See ya.